How's it going, everybody? A little late, but you know. I mean, I've streamed later, I guess. Sure, this is all working correctly. I'm just letting the music play out because it's silent otherwise. Because, you know, I had to press continue and all that. But yeah, gotta say, it's neat that we now have a clear identification of what they want for partner, but at the same time, I'm nowhere near that. But, oh well, nothing I can do about that. Except try even harder. Which may mean an increase in streams if I can bring myself to do it. And stop that. Go. Ow, my ears. It's really low, so I guess I'll just leave it as that. Why not? Let's see if I can turn it down on the headset if nothing else. We're at the Hottie Clinic. Still up at this hour, reading through the trial record of a certain case. Why, is it really loud on your end too? Because I don't know why it's so loud. I'm at 7? No, I think I'm at, yeah, 11. 8. Windows, please. Freezing. I will wait a second if there are issues afoot. That reminds me, how's your internet, Reborn? Has it been improving any? I know you were having issues with that a while ago. Now it still wants to update. I disabled updates. Like, they never really do anything for me. Like, there are a couple updates where it's like, you need to get this, because otherwise, you know, you can get infected by this thing that we know how to fix, but like, other than that, I don't really care. Yep. I figured. Anyways. Still up this hour, reading through the trial record of a certain case. It's the first case my mentor, Mia, had ever handled in court of law. Horrifying truth that I refuse to accept is holding me hostage here within its pages. Dahlia Hawthorne. What I have read, I don't want to believe. What is written here? This wasn't the Dahlia I knew. After falling into the Eagle River, I was somehow miraculously saved by an eagle. That was a weird blur out, but okay. But I ended up catching a cold that seemed to knock me around the world and back. If that's all you got, that's pretty lucky. I feel dizzy, my ears are ringing, my throat burns, and my head is on fire. That does not sound like a cold. But okay. But I will recover. I have to recover by this afternoon. Because I'm the Phoenix. I have to meet with the most ill-tempered witness imaginable. I don't know if he's ill-tempered, he's just kind of dumb. But I know he'll be able to help me. Somehow. Yep, that's about what I thought. Have an idea about something. Right. Are you sure you're well enough to be doing this? You still look a little green in the face, and, you know, that's, I mean, more green than usual. Maybe Viridian, to speak. For unrelated reasons. Actually, my fever's gone down quite a bit. How's your temperature now, pal? Only 102 degrees, nothing to worry about. It's going down by the second. I probably should have worn a coat. Anyway, I read today's trial record. You weren't bad, it was pretty impressive despite the circumstances. We're not in the clear yet. The main point of the contention tomorrow is going to be the murder weapon. Yeah. In the end, the sword did not deliver the deadly blow. Which means that must be another sword hiding out here. We don't know about. Another sword, eh? Don't you worry about anything, pal. I'll take up the murder weapon myself, or I'll eat my own coat. You know, I'll probably get sick from that, but, you know, I said what I said. Thanks again, Edward. I have things from you. Also, hello, Feeny. How's it going? That's probably for the best. Actually, I was thinking about paying the old predinct a little visit. Something I want to look into. And that is our client's background. Naturally. You mean Iris, sir? I have the feeling that we've met before. All I want is confirmation, one way or the other. And since I probably won't be getting that from you, awkwardly look to the left. Sorry, Edward. I bid you adieu, Wright? Take care. Nothing much. We just woke up, we were in the hospital. Phoenix still has a cold. I mean, this Phoenix, not you. Guess I should be moving too. Why? Need to be somewhere? Yeah, I gotta get to work on this bridge, pal. Figured something up so we can get across the other side. That's right, Maya's still stuck up there. Are they still having weather problems so they can't fly? Don't you worry, pal. As soon as it's all set, you'll be the first to know. Thank you, Gumshoe. Maybe not. No problem, pal. Just try not to give me that cough of yours, okay? Alright, I'm off. Hang in there, Maya. We'll get you out. I promise. But in the meantime, gotta continue collecting evidence. Footprints over here. Looks like it's about 20 yards to that cliff over there. Can't see the inner temple from here. Really hope Maya's okay. Hakura Temple Hazakura Temple doesn't have a single phone line. Aren't any houses in the area, so I guess Bikini's the only one who uses this. I really wish I'd brought my cell phone with me. Yeah, that would have been nice. I think Maya would have hers, at least. I guess she would have to put that in her other robes, though. I'm assuming she's wearing different ones for the training. But that remains to be seen. Let's see. Let's go to Heavenly Hall since we're here. Since we're right beside it and everything. Looks like no one's here. Larry! I can't believe I'm actually calling for you, but Lawrence! Sure, you'd be hiding here. Guess I'll try again later. I mean, I'm here somewhere. Come on, please, for art's sake, I swear. Only one guy I know could be at this persistent and high shrug. Talking about the heroine here. Heroine from my book. I'll make it famous. Ah, why? Enough. A fool's fools. A fool's fools who foolishly accept the foolishness of a fool's fool. Wouldn't you agree, Phoenix Wright? Eh? Wait a second. I know you. Ow! Your reflexes and mine need to shape up. Friend's frying like a sunny side up and you want me to grill me over a name? I mean, he should know her name. even with them. Cold. Hello, P. How's it going? Hope you're having a good night. Hope all of you are having a good night. Francie, you can't do that. Even as we speak, Nick's on the brink of death. Or so I'm told. Whip a dead horse. Isn't that one of your American sayings? No, it's not. And I'm not the brink of anything. Except my patience with Larry. Come on, Nick, tell her, would you? She must model for my picture book. Francie Whiplash Splash. Simple and magnificent. Yeah. Before you ask me to model, learn at least semi-coherent testimony. And before that, you have to learn how to live a semi-coherent life, Larry. Wow. The double attack. I don't care what anyone says, I'm telling the truth. I saw what I saw. She flew, I'm telling you, whoosh, just like that dude in the red underwear. Don't think I'm gonna forgive you guys when you come crawling back to apologize. Off he goes. Phoenix Wright, it's been a year since we last met. Pleasure to see you again. Hi, Francie, how's it going? Was she in America? I mean, she was in Germany for a really long time. So, been in Germany all this time? You know, speaking of Germany. That's right, extending my perfect win record, naturally. Ignoring the fact that I have like 3 strikes against you, but shut up. Oh, joy, sounds like she hasn't changed a bit. It's really been a year since we first met. I'm Franziska von Kama, the prodigy. I see. I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. Revenge. Japan/America. Ah, yes. To study in America/Germany. What? Franziska was born and raised in Germany. Born and raised in Germany. Became a prosecutor at age 13. Father was a legendary prosecutor, Manfred von Karma. Glad we get to see a picture. He had a perfect win record for 40 long years. But now he's gone from this world. What? He is? I mean, he was arrested, but I guess that means he's also dead, huh? Tell me you still hold a grudge against me because of what happened to your father. She already said last game that's not why she was wrong, or upset. Phoenix Wright, you will fall before me, this I promise. But it will be for my sake, not my father's. I'll be clear. Yep, Crystal. In truth, I was shocked. I came back to America with the intention of defeating you. That was my little brother who was leading the defense. Edgeworth. Come to think of it, Edgeworth was pulled into being a prosecutor by Manfred von Karma as well. Miles Edgeworth told me something very interesting, you know. He said his case has a special significance to you. Because it does. I'm not gonna explain why. And that's precisely why I'm here. Your personal involvement will make crushing you into a teensy-weensy pieces all the better. Probably the fever, but she's so openly hostile that's almost kind of cute. Wow. Ow! No smirking! No whipping the sick! That foolish fool doing such a foolish favor for such a foolishly foolish fool. Edward. Make no mistake, Phoenix Wright. I came here for one thing, and one thing only. To pulverize you with my whip. Not like I thought you were here to bring me some Cold Killer X, you know. Would he even take that if he had it? I feel like that'd be like... I feel like he'd look at that and just be like, I can't do this. Like, there's no way I could take this. I went over for the whole case file on the flight over. Read the whole thing. Yes, every last word of every last sentence of every last paragraph. All the ridiculous things you did made it very interesting to read, you know. Although I apparently didn't know you fell off a cliff. Hello, laddie. How's it going? I don't even remember what I named it, so... I had to actually look. Oh, right. I forgot. Attempting to cross a burning bridge, did you even consider the dangers? No. Only thought in my mind was, I have to get across. A fool who doesn't think is more foolish than a fool who foolishly thinks. Hope she said he'd let me know once the bridge was repaired. She's gotta be okay. I just know. Plus, I need to ask her about what really happened at the inner temple that night. I also cannot see it. I don't know why. If I give Twitch feed, no. Edit panels, no, that doesn't work. Twitch needs to stop being broken. Anyway, see you later, Francisca. You're great. I'll talk to you later. Like, if I edit it, it shows up, right? Oh, wow, it doesn't. Huh. Good thing I have my bot. Top quality update. Beta mode was totally worth it. That was one long sigh. Sister Bikini? My, I didn't know you were here. How are you doing? Don't you have to pretend to be in a good mood for my sake? Don't pretend to be in a good mood for my sake. Tools have made a terrible mess of things, haven't I? I let Mystic Elise die. There's Iris as well. Mystic Elise, now I think about it. Someone did die. There's Aquila here, stuck in the inner temple. And that poor little girl's gone missing, too. That little girl? You don't mean Pearls, do you? How is he not informed of this? Yes, I'm afraid I do. She hasn't been here since the morning after the incident. Pearls is missing. Why didn't someone tell me about this earlier? Okay, so no one told him. Gumshoe knows, right? I feel like Gumshoe would at least call him. I guess that would make him panic, though. He would have totally jumped out of hospital bed to go try to find Pearls. Huh. That's weird. Mine's bound to T, and it goes straight to my channel, because I don't know. Must be getting old. I think I seriously lost my faith in myself. Talking about your performance at the trial today? You believe me, don't you? I'm not a liar. I would never lie. I know that I saw Iris pull that sword from Mystic Elise's body that night. I'm certain of it. At least, I was until this morning. I don't see any Cyclops, so she must be telling the truth. There are Twitch achievements. There's a couple I have, and now apparently they have some that are pointing towards what the partner thing is supposed to be for. So, yay. Why did I just get an achievement? I just got an achievement, not even joking. I know my stuff. Explore your... Oh, okay, that's why. Because I pressed the edit panel thing. No, it's because I pressed explore your dashboard. I just got one because I pressed the dashboard thing. Like a video game. Just like my Japanese video games. Also, yeah, they got rid of all the default emotes. So, yeah, thanks for doing that really long beta, Twitch. Because it totally worked, apparently. Add 5 channels to your auto. I have like 20 channels on my auto host list. Anyways, back to the game. Why are you still so unsure of yourself all of a sudden? You know that Iris who testified after me? Saw Iris flying. Her white hood fluttering. Felt like I might start flying myself. When I saw the man testify so freely about something impossible, I started to wonder if I'd act just like him when I was on the witness stand. I wouldn't take that guy too seriously. He's an artist, but all he draws is trouble, and nothing else. Both the Bikini and Larry are telling the truth. That can only mean one thing. They both didn't see what they think they saw. Night of the incident, you met with Iris at the Inner Temple, is that correct? That's right, I'm sure it was Iris. Iris claimed she was in her room at Hazakura Temple. I knew I shouldn't have come back here that night. But you did, because Maya's stuck at the Inner Temple. Or because you did. I'm so sorry. Graphs in that place are nothing to shake a stick at. Winter is especially bad. I'll bet. The training hall looks like it's about to fall down any second. Yeah, I can also see a Franker Face control center up top. Pretty awkward. Pretty awkward. I can also set my thing to apparently be gray instead of purple, but I think I'm going to keep purple. Anyways. Eagle Mountain's always been prone to earthquakes, just so you know. Earthquakes? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the next big one levels the training hall. Gotta get Maya out of there, fast. But still, there's no real reason to worry. The area on the other side does keep her isolated like an island. Like an island? How so? Well, the only thing that side of the bridge is the temple. No one lives out there. Surrounded on all sides by the river and the forest. You see. They added achievements to Reborn. Every issue is practically just a non-issue because we have achievements. Like, they achieved being totally mediocre, but we can get achievements to prove that we're the mediocre ones. And isn't that what really matters? So a criminal would be trapped shut, should they choose to flee in that direction. As long as the bridge is out of the commission, he or she would have to stay there. That means Maya could be stuck out there with a murderer and no way to escape. Oh dear! Yeah, I suppose it does. I didn't think of that. Please, Gumshoe, get that bridge up faster. I wonder if we'll get it done tonight. Probably. I'm curious about a few things if you don't mind answering some questions. Oh? Do you need to know my measurements for your investigation or something? No, I don't think anyone would investigate that. I want to know a little more about the victim, Miss Elise. Afraid I don't know her waist size, or bust size for that matter. No, I don't. I wonder why she came to stay in a place like this to begin with. I mean, she told us herself that she wasn't here for spiritual training. My. Make it sound like this place is some sort of dump, Mr. Wright. Just sitting here. Mystic Elise was here to soak up the natural beauty of Eagle Mountain, you must know. There, you did it again. Sister Bikini. I know she always referred to Mystic as Mystic Elise. Oh? Yes, now why is that? After all, she's not here as an acronym. We address all of our visitors Mystic. Makes their experience feel authentic. And anyway, she's older than me. You must respect your elders, you know. How do you know that? How can you say for sure that she's older than you? Okay. Seems Miss Elise is no ordinary visitor after all. There's Pearls. She was Miss Elise on the evening of the murder, and now she's vanished. It's all gotta be connected somehow. So what about Pearl? Why'd Pearls have to get mixed up in this mess? Please, Mr. Ray, I know you're worried, but try to keep it together. Oh man, it's throbbing so bad, it's killing me. Pearl, she was with Miss Elise on the night of the murder, correct? Or remember? Yes, but I have a temple to run, you know. I was busy preparing for the training. I could not see your eyes. I see Lateral's eyes. Didn't see the little darling even once after we finished dinner. Murder. Didn't take place the night in front of her innocent eyes, did it? According to the detective, she hasn't turned up at home either. Come on, keep calm. One place left where the pearls could be. Just to be there. Gumshoe, counting on you to check it out for me, so please hurry up the repairs. So he's thinking that she's across the bridge somehow, which is awkward. What do you mean I just got another achievement? What did I just do? It begins. What is this? I can't even see it now. I guess they're still updating this because, you know. It doesn't even say what it is, it just says it begins. Like, what does that mean? What does that mean, Twitch? What are you trying to say? Are you saying I haven't even started? You're saying this is just an elaborate ruse? It doesn't even say. I have like 4 different tabs open with the same thing on it. None of them say what it does. Or is. Whatever. I'll close that for now. Let's go to the courtyard. That's a lot of blood. Why is that staff still here? Phoenix, your name keeps flashing. I don't know if that's just my eyes exploding or your name is just constantly flickering. It was happening in Civia's chat too. Also, that's weird. It's hard to imagine she was laying on the stand, so maybe some clues that have yet to be found. Well, you know what we have to do. The main gate's on the other side of that stone wall. The difference in elevation is almost 10 feet. That's how steep this hillside is. And that's also the height the body fell from, according to the autopsy. Is it possible that Miss Elise was pushed from the top of the wall? Did not say anything about the ladder, which is awkward. Why, get quite a bit of snow here on Eagle Mountain. Around here, skates aren't just for fun, they're tools for getting around. But the sled, now that's gotta be for Queenie's own entertainment. Was this, a lamp? There's a few of these stone lanterns scattered around here in the courtyard. Not the city glare to compete with. I imagine they would seem a lot brighter. Guess Sister Bikini must light them now, since Iris can't be here too soon. The sword. It's here in Mystic Amy's right hand. It was proven in court today that it wasn't the murder weapon. Given the design, it must have been used for some pretty gruesome things in the past. I mean, I don't think it was actually used as a weapon. Oh. Miss Elise's staff. Definitely remember there being a crystal sphere attached to the staff. Guess Larry eventually found the sphere near the foot of the Dusky Bridge, but what was it doing all the way out there? What about this? That building up there is the main hall. It was where we were staying. It's kind of funny because it was built on a very steep slope. You enter from the main gate side, these rooms above are on the ground floor. Apparently, Miss Elise was staying in the corner room. Guess that's where she was pushed from that night. Actually, what is that? Like a weird circle in the snow there. I guess it was nothing. Nothing on these things either. There's not even like an imprint on the ground. Yay! My first stream! Welcome to the first stream, where we're in the middle of a game, pretty much near the end of the game. Whoa, okay. Hey, what was that jarring, inconsiderately loud yell? So that's where you've been. Keep it nice and warm, I see. Detective, have you finished the bridge? Yeah, I did. Told you I'd let you know. Well. I'll come along with you and... Sorry, ma'am. No unauthorized entry. Access to restricted people involved in the case. What was that? I'm involved, aren't I? You couldn't get much more involved than me. I live here. Well, yeah, but that's not what I'm... Ow. It's been a while, Scruffy. You're... Ow, fuck karma! I'm probably being too loud. Sister, please leave the investigation to me. My. Well, you certainly seem to have everything under control. I am on your side. I won't do anything you don't want me to do. So you work to pin down the guilt on Iris. What are you daydreaming about, Phoenix Wright? Ow, that hurts, you know. Silence! I, Francisca von Karma, will personally guide you through your investigation. So you will follow me. I'm seriously gonna follow me around, is she? I hope we get a big old hug scene. As Maya is retrieved. Go to the bridge. Wow, he did a really good job. I think that actually looks better than the original bridge. How did he do that? Are they gonna explain this? Because he did a really good job. Also, remove those boards. See if I can examine this. Things look like it's ready to collapse. At least more than it did before. No, it looks less than it did before. According to Bikini, Eagle Mountain is very prone to earthquakes. Which reminds me. If my memory serves me correctly, Edgeworth isn't exactly a fan of earthquakes. That was a random thought, Phoenix, but okay. Inner Gate Temple. Inner Temple Gate. Things have certainly become a lot more livelier than before. They must have commenced with an investigation. Oh, Mr. Nick! That voice. Pearl! She's okay. Good. Look at the ladder with Gumshoe. Okay. Pearls! Mr. Nick! Mr. Nick! At least she's okay. So you were here, ever since that night. I was so lonely I thought I was gonna die. When I woke up in the morning and saw Dusky Bridge was gone, I realized I was all alone. I was all alone? And where's Maya? Must have been very trying for you, little girl. I am Francisca von Karma, the prodigy. There's no need to worry now that I am here. You're the prosecutor who so mean to Mystic Maya last year. Well, yes. I don't like you. You're nothing but a girl without your whip. Harsh. Mystic Maya didn't do anything wrong, but you were so mean. I'll never forgive you. Looks like Pearl's words are getting under her skin. Yeah, why? I didn't even say anything. You don't have to. The smile on your lips gave you away. Anyway, Pearls, weren't you with Maya? I'm sorry. It's all my fault. What are you talking about, Pearls? Aw, Mystic Maya. Oh, she ran away. Uh-oh. Wait, Pearl, she just ran off. Ow, why? That was cruel, Phoenix Wright. To make a little girl cry like that is inexcusable. What was that all about? Pearl's acting like that. Giving me the creeps. Guess I'd better take another look around since I finally got a chance. But just something about this place seems different from 2 days ago. Maybe it's the giant robot. That's what this is, right? There's a weird smell coming from that incinerator. The door is also open, almost like it's begging me to look inside. Well, well, let's see what stunning clue is concealed here, shall we? Huh? It's empty. How naive of you, Phoenix Wright. But it's a bit strange, don't you think? Francisca von Karma. Seem to remember. Yeah, it was closed. There was a snow in the incinerator the first time I saw it. And it was closed. In other words, someone's been using it to burn something recently. Listen, Phoenix Wright, it's impertinent to call people by their full name. It's only copying you. Like, what? Don't complain about something you do, like, every single time you talk. Anyways, we're gonna go look at that bridge real quick, or the ladder real quick. I don't know how long Gumshoe's gonna be sitting with us. Although it kind of seems like Francisca's with us right now. Nope, nothing. It seems like we're in Francisca's zone. I'm assuming she'll leave and Gumshoe will start following us around. Like gum on my shoe. I went right back to where I was before. I'm a bad. But, This is another thing that sticks out. Wasn't there a rope here? Phoenix Wright! What? Would you stop calling me by a full name like that? Was this once a prosperous port? A port? Yes, that metal hook is a mooring post for boats, you know. Oh, that's an anchor for one of the wires that used to hold up the bridge. I think the wire that was tied up to this one probably snapped when the bridge burned down. I mean, there's no way that was ever a port all the way up here. Don't get smart with me, Phoenix Wright. I didn't say anything. I was just correcting you. Look at all the Buddha statues up along this path. Phoenix Wright, do you think this is how many siblings the head nun has? Why don't you ask her the next time you see her? You know what? I think I will. She'll probably slap you for prying into her private affairs. Actually, she'll probably just tell you. Really seem like the type to slap. We go through this door. There's a little gate here that leads to the garden. There's no entry on the side, though. Come now, Phoenix Wright. What are you doing? Let's go in. It's half open anyway. What harm could come of it? But it says no entry. Don't you Americans enjoy doing whatever you like and then simply say, whatever? It's got nothing to do with anything. And who told you that? She's got a point. I can see why she always gets the jump on me. This must be the door that leads to the inner temple, where Maya Fey was training the night of the murder. Yeah, there's a solitary room called the training hall. You could do with some training yourself, Phoenix Wright. Yeah, why? You're completely out of shape. Don't know how much more of this woman I can take. That is true. She's only 19, I think. Let's check. Might be 20 now. She is 19. Prosecutor at 13. How old is... Didn't she say little brother earlier? It bothers me Larry's so old. Same age as Iris, interesting. $48, 32, question mark 9, age deceased, the worst age to be, 19. I lost my own picture. I lost the Phoenix Wright picture, so I can't look at my own age. Why is there a psych lock on the door? Who have you been telling lies to? Are you not actually a door at all? Are you actually a wall? What's wrong? Why are you so quiet? Alright, she was supposed to be in here during training. Yes, it appears she's nowhere to be seen. What's that? That strange lock. Wasn't there 2 days ago. This whole room is really giving off some strange vibes. Also, there's like gravy slapped on this thing? What do you think this yellowish poster is, Phoenix Wright? It's a scroll, not a poster. It's a picture of a woman who's actually... a woman? I don't see any woman here. It's a different atmosphere in this room since last time I was here. No, it's not a different atmosphere. It's a different smell. It's gravy. Oh, it actually was gravy. I was joking. What's the matter? Been completely covered in gravy. I figured it'd be like mud or honey or something, but no, it's actually gravy. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to. The collar right there just reminded me of gravy. I was like, oh, that looks like brown gravy. But no, I didn't actually expect it to be that. Why would gravy be in here? Yes, there's such a very appetizing smell in the air. But gravy is just a type of sauce, so when you run out of paint, you Americans use gravy as a substitute, I see. No, no one does that. For starters, it stinks. For two, it doesn't spread out like paint does. Must be the gravy we had with the roast the night of the incident. Why would anyone do this? Why this scroll, and how'd the roast get here? I have no explanation for it, I'm sorry. Let's see, what's here? Antique dresser. Don't you dare open it, Phoenix Wright. I'll do it. Now I know how Maya feels when I tell her not to touch things. What a pity. It's full of nothing but old clothes for acolytes. Thought we weren't opening it. I'm from the prosecutor's office. I could do anything. Yeah, you could do anything. Except stand up to a 9-year-old girl. Oh, the mental burns. If only I wasn't scared to say that out loud. The store. I was here 2 days ago, that weird lock wasn't on it. Those changed. It's almost as if they're guarding something from inside that cabin. Never seen a lock quite like this before. I have. I've seen locks that change just like this before. Look like the ones that guard a person's secrets during a psych lock. Oh, this lock is guarding something too. Dark secrets in a dark cavern. What took you so long? Thought even you'd manage to get here faster than this. Oh, hello, Mr. Trite. Why are you here? How'd you even get here? Prosecutor? How come you didn't show up at the trial today? Ha! I could ask you the exact same question. But I had a cold, so I had something slightly more important than a common cold to deal with. The importance of which is something you had no hope to ever understand. Enough! I believe I have the measure of you. You are the very worst kind of prosecutor. What could be more important than a trial? Who's the wild marriage, right? This is Miss Von Karma. She's the acting prosecutor in your absence today. Ha! Well, I guess I owe you one then. But you can go now, princess. Time for the big boys to take the reins. Just who do you think you are? This case is mine. Hey, Philly, know your role and shut your mouth. Can't stand women like you. Wow. I'm only gonna say this once, Lady Von Wippenberg. Somehow I know exactly what you do. Go home. Phoenix Wright? What are you hitting me for? Why not him? You deserve more cracks of the whip than that, right? What? Still don't get it, do you? You don't realize that you get set something in motion that'll never be able to undo. Something different about Godo today. Getting such a strong sense of something from behind that mask of his. Is it anger? Or is it sorrow? Why didn't you show? You had some important business and that's why you weren't in court, huh? So what was it? I've told you once before, but perhaps you don't remember. I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. She is holding her whip, but that, I don't know. Didn't really mean he'd know exactly what she does with it all the time. Guess he could have been watching though. She did whip me several times. So you see, Trot, I've experienced something most have not. Death. Died? Of course, being Stratiated from hell's a tedious affair. Satan didn't want me to go. I owe him like 30 bucks from that one time at the bar down in 7 Heaven. But we have an understanding. I walk his dog, he lets me run free. My meticulous regeneration and adjustments of all your internal organs is, well, let's just say modern medicine allows us all to live to a ripe old age. Even someone like me. You mean his mask you wear is his ugly device? Promise you it's not a fashion statement, my unenlightened friend. And I'm not an X-Men, despite what many children think. Without this, I can't see your frequently dumbfounded face. I didn't know. You also can't see red. My eyesight's pretty messed up. Even with these huge goggles on my head, I still can't see everything. Still, I keep this worn-out piece of junk on my body going with regular servicing. I'm sorry, but you say you experienced death. How is that possible? What happened? Why don't you ask him? Me? Yeah, try it. You should know all about it. You know when my life ended, and who ended it for me. Well, Phoenix Wright, do you? I don't know what he's talking about. Although, to be honest, you'll feel a little tug at the corner of my memory. I think I do know how Godo was killed. It'll all become clear in due time. Isn't that right, Track? Earlier you said I've done something I can never undo. What do you mean by that, exactly? Inner Temple here inside the Dusky Bridge is an isolated island. That's what Sister Bikini said, too. And I wonder, Track, do you know what the police are doing here today? What do you mean? They're searching for any trace of an acolyte who went missing. As a leader of the search party, I can tell you this with absolute certainty. My Faye is not on this side of Dusky Bridge. That's impossible. She came here that night, and I won't say it again. Chances of her being here are nil. Excluding, of course, one very unique place. Probably the block behind us. Sacred Cavern. Okay, sorry. Sacred Cavern, entrance of which we are standing at right now. This is the only place the search party has yet to explore, cause, you know, we just got here and we can't unlock this lock. Because they haven't searched that cavern yet, huh? It's only been like 5 minutes, I can understand. Beware though, temperature inside frequently falls below freezing. Even if she was in there, chances of her being found alive are slim at best. Which means, right? You sent Maya Fey to her death. You fool! If that's the situation, why aren't you in there with the search party right now? Must have blinders on, my equestrian angel. Don't you see the big lock and chains? It's a trick lock, making the preparation to open it as we speak. Well, Trat, once again, a woman dies because of you. What are you talking about? Don't tell me you've forgotten. It was only 2 years ago, after all, when one last unfortunate woman died because of you. And do you know who that was? It was Maya Fey's sister. That's right, Mia Fey. I didn't kill her, man. She died to time. You killed her. No, that's not how it was. It was 2 years ago. Mia Fey was pursuing someone, a man. But she bit off more than she could chew. She made a very dangerous enemy. Yeah, that's one case I'll never forget. But I got that guy, personally. Sure, my Miss Fey's murder was caught. But that won't bring her back. Well, no, but you were with her at the time, and you and no one else. It was your responsibility. You should have protected her. You say Mia Fey was your teacher. Well then, I say you've learned nothing, right? Robbed her of her life, and now left her sister to suffer the same fate. Well, I guess we now know why he's so mad at me, but seems a little misguided. Let's ignore that and just talk about the trick lock real quick. What is this peculiar looking lock? Why don't we just break it open? It would be a simple matter of... I'm afraid we can't do that. This area has always been prone to earthquakes. Repeated tremors have weakened the foundations of the training hall. Any excessive force used to break the lock open would... Well, let's just say the inner temple and the sacred cavern would be a thing of the past. Very well. I suggest the obvious solution of opening it with a key. Sure. Show me where the keyhole is in the trick lock. There's no keyhole. That's right. Interesting puzzle, huh? The person who set this lock is the only one who could open it. Who was it? Simple. The accused. Iris? When an acolyte undergoes his training inside the sacred cavern, the attendant sister is responsible for locking the entrance. Obviously, the night of the murder was no exception. Maya Fey was the training there. They mentioned that a number of times now I think about it. It said that Iris was left in charge of supervising the other stage of the training. So Iris, the accused, is the only one who can open this lock. I've arranged for her to be brought here now. Iris is the only person that can open this lock. Hope she gets here soon. Hang in there, Maya. So, I should be getting back to work. Wait, Godo. How sure about Maya are you? There's no doubt in my mind. She's the sacred cavern somewhere. It's the only place she could be. You better start praying. Better start praying that the friend of yours brings the accused back here soon. Listen up, Trat. There's only one thing I want to say to you before I go. I'll never accept you. Never. Okay, maybe we need to figure out if it's an actual lock. Are you a lock? And another psych lock appears, and we have to open that and be like, "No, I'm totally a lock." It's like, I don't think you are, because you were made in this cereal factory. You're obviously a cereal box. It's like, you're right. Should choose your friends more carefully, Phoenix Wright. That's what everyone says. Looks like I don't have much of a choice. Guess I'll just have to do what I can for now. Sit and wait. This door. This chain's almost as if guarding something. Blah, blah, blah. I can't object to it. It's obviously an object. I can see it. Can't object to an object. I don't know. Should I or shouldn't I? I feel like someone's talking to himself, but where's that coming from? It's probably Larry. No, it's not Larry. Yeah, guess I better watch that off. That's what I'll do. No, but I can't do that. I'm a detective. Ah, my brain. It's driving me nuts. Ah, why? Is something troubling you, Scruffy? Please don't wake me up like that all of a sudden, sir. It was merely a simple greeting, a friendly tap on the shoulder with my whip. So what's up, Gumshoe? Something on your mind? How'd you know, pal? Perhaps you were trying to decide if you wanted to wash that off or not. How'd you know, sir? Oh yeah, I nearly forgot. I talk loud a lot. Can't go through that little gate there, okay? You mean the one that says no entry on it? I, kinda already stuck in there. Trying to be clever or something? So what's behind there, Scruffy? Huh? Kinda garden-like garden. Yeah, anyway, it's under investigation right now, so keep out. Not telling you, I'm tasking you, pal. You got me? Is it normally the other way around? Well, see you later, pal. What if he was trying to talk about washing off that gravy? So, shall we adjourn to the garden, Phoenix Wright? Of course, what else would we do? Why is she my partner right now? It's kind of awkward that the prosecutor is helping me. I mean, she's probably not going to be the prosecutor if Godo is here, but it's awkward that she's helping me. I can't say I'm complaining, it's just weird. Oh, that's not good. There's a strange feeling in the air. I wonder what it is. Forget about that. There's blood everywhere. There's a strange writing on the stone lantern. Ah, what are you doing here, sir? I thought it said you can't come in here. Don't you know, Scruffy, Von Karma will always show up wherever there's a clue. There are plenty of clues to be found here. It actually gets quite into our travel expenses. Like, oh, there's a clue in Japan, better go there. There's a clue in America, better go there. And then we end up back at the trial, and it's like, oh, the trial's over. The clues are worthless. They're waiting for this trial. But, how's it going? How's the intertemporal investigation going? You're the best scientific forensic team in the world working the place, pal. Forensic team? And what is the outcome of the scientific study? Nothing. Scientifically speaking, the place is as clean as a whistle. That's simply not good enough, Scruffy. Do you think I'll let you get away with that? I'm docking your pay again. I don't know, why does this game take place in America when the clues are technically all in Japan? And as I said, never said that the trial that she was going to was actually the trial that had a clue in Japan. She said, wherever there's a clue, there's a Von Karma. So obviously that means it doesn't matter what the clue's for. She just wants to go find that clue. That's what it means, right? That's the translation I got. A stone lantern in the surrounding area is not covered in snow, correct? Look kind of fishy to me, you know, scientifically speaking. I got the lab boys look them over. The results were... It's kind of hard to say, actually. Guess I better look into them myself. We need more scientists, because they are clearly not doing their job. About Maya. Oh, Mr. Good, I'll tell you yet? Yeah, we heard. Got a search party out looking for her. There's nowhere else she could have disappeared to inside the Dusky Bridge. All we can do is wait for Mr. Edward to get here, pal. He's escorting Iris, the defendant, over here. Why are their heads sometimes melt? We'll have to wait since she is the only one who can open the sacred cabinet. Oh, I think Mr. Edward wants to talk about you to something. Talk to you about something, pal. Wonder what it is. Just don't be expecting any good news when you talk to him. I spoke to him, Mr. Edward sounded so down. Felt like he was drowning. Probably because he was drinking water while he was talking. It was really awkward, you know, to talk about. Do the thing now. I am curious, but what is this? A charm or something poking out from the snow. Looks pretty old. There's a leather cord tied to it too. Apparently it belonged to the victim. To Miss Elise. To find out, but I don't know what you're gonna do. There's like 30 things you can do. You're gonna keep being a cool person? That was already obvious. There's no study there. Yeah, broken leather cord around the lady's neck. Don't know how it got over there. Into the cord and found both the victim and this charm match exactly. Definitely belonged to Miss Elise. Could be a really vital piece of evidence. Ah, get that? Interesting. It didn't actually disappear. Which means I didn't actually pocket it. That W? O-Y-O-W? Or is it the other way around? And it's upside down. But you wouldn't write upside down unless you actually were upside down. What the heck is that? Uh-oh. Spotted it, huh, pal? Are you kidding me? It couldn't be more obvious. It says Maya. No, it doesn't. Yeah. Before you ask, it was written in blood. You answer all our questions now, Scruffy. Without exception. You're a dork. Well, that is also obvious. Yes, sir. What about this broom? There's a couple of torches here. Guess you need all the light you can get up here in the mountains. Yeah, I was looking at those things, pal. Looks like they've been lit pretty recently. Recently? How recently are we talking about? As recent as the night of the murder. I was sitting here in the night of the murder. Not unreasonable to think these things were lit at the time, I guess. Yeah, she was probably like doing a quick pray here, because this looks like a grave. Little lantern, a little statue. Certainly a quaint little garden. Oh. What's this huge bowl here for? Oh, I know this one. It's a water bowl, isn't it? Everything else is completely frozen over. But the ice in this bowl has been broken. That's true. I wonder if there's anything impact on the case. Well, I doused my face earlier with the water in this. I was getting kind of sleepy. Ow. Next time you're sleepy, you need to only come to me. Got it? Is she flirting with him? Like, obviously, she was intended that to be like, I'll whip you and wake you up, but, These letters are written in blood. Yeah, what's worth it is victim's blood. It's Miss Elise's blood. I haven't done a detailed analysis yet, but, it's looking that way, pal. Most interesting. Phoenix Wright, I presume you know, don't you? What Maya's name is written upside down. You know what, that was really bothering me too. I came up with the answer. Results of my own special gumshoe investigation. Really, do tell. Well, on the night of the murder, that stone lantern was upside down. Anyway, there's one logical explanation to this mystery. Miss Elise wrote these letters herself, in her own blood. Must be joking. That's impossible. From the writing of the victim's blood and the other clues left behind, it seems pretty likely this garden was the scene of Miss Elise's murder. At least that's our current theory on the events that took place, pal. I mean, that's not inaccurate, but I don't feel like Maya would do that. Miss Elise was killed here. However you want to look at it, that's what people are saying now. What Sister Bikini saw in the courtyard of the main temple was... Well, what was it? Well, let's see the crime, what you see. What do you think, Miss Makarma? Surely a special gumshoe investigation would reveal the answer no. Wait a sec, the bloody writing and all the other clues here. Someone could have easily set that up after the murder, right? Sorry, that's not an option, pal. How quickly you forget, Phoenix Wright. Ever since the incident occurred, this place has been completely inaccessible, because Dusky Bridge was completely burnt out. I was overseeing the repairs to the bridge the whole time. I thought he was doing it himself. Now I'm kind of disappointed in you. No one came over here for me and my men. I mean, no one could have planted all this stuff here, pal. Unless they were already here. I know it. Should have washed the blood off the lantern as soon as I got here. It was the scene of the crime. I didn't figure out exactly what it was that Bikini actually saw. The thing is, if Maya really wanted to kill someone, she wouldn't be messy about it. She wouldn't leave a clue behind. The body would also be way more messy. She would stab someone like 5 times while she was panicking. You know, if I have an accurate read of her personality. And I feel like I do. I feel like if she was ever put to that amount of stress, there'd be no chance for a clue like that to be put down. Plus, you know, I believe she didn't do it. Because she's a good girl. This guy is still not here. Right, look at that picture. Is that supposed to be Bikini, by the way? Doesn't look too off, I guess. The eyes, from what I can tell, seem a little bit weird, though. Oh, is it Iris? But... I mean, I thought that she said that she modeled for him once. I mean, I guess it makes more sense that it'd be Iris, but... I don't know, they have the same outfit on. It seems you have a visitor. Mr. Wright! Iris, I'm really glad to see you for some reason. Godot managed to mobilize the police by claiming the state of emergency. Not him again. Never mind him. Gotta hurry up and lock the sacred cavern. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. It's my fault someone so important is locked in there. Mr. Edward, can we finish our conversation later? Alright. Let's hurry to the Outer Temple then. I'll see you later, right? Well, now I gotta go with them. Wait a minute, I'm coming with you guys. Sorry, Wright. I can't allow you to come with us. What? Hate to be the one to break it to you, but Maya Fey is in a rather delicate position. What do you mean by a delicate position? This isn't simply a rescue operation, right? It's also an investigation. That being the case, we can't allow members of the public to interfere. Come on, Edgeworth. Anything happens, you'll be the first to know. Please understand, right? I got super interrupted. I couldn't even read that picture. Or that chat box. Mr. Wright, all that matters is the missing Maya's rescued, correct? Listen to the voice of reason here for a change, Phoenix Wright. From now on, consider anything beyond Dusky Bridge to be off limits. We'll be going now, excuse us. Act, why? This is no time to be standing around, Phoenix Wright. Aren't there other things that demand your attention? He's right. Thanks for reminding me. It's kind of bothersome to say, but it would be kind of great if Francisca was just the new Maya for a bit. Not permanently, because we still need the old Maya, obviously, but I guess she's kind of already filling that, huh? Filling that role. Looks like she shrunk some since we last saw her. Don't be so rude, Phoenix Wright. What's wrong, Sister Bikini? My. Hello, you two. How are you two doing? What? The sound of that sigh, I guess she's still pretty down. I wonder what Francisca's favorite food is. I'm sure that's probably written down somewhere. Probably like one of the art books or something. Probably some German dish. Iris was just here, you know. She was accompanied by that handsome crimson-clad prince. Talking about Edgeworth, it was just a courtesy call. I wasn't allowed to talk with her at all. Oh dear, it's all my fault this happened. Poor Iris. She worried about my back, would you believe? What have I done to her? Only what you had to, sister. You bravely and truthfully testified about what you saw. There's no shame in that. And we'll see to it your testimony wasn't made in vain. I don't want to hear anyone else saying that. Mr. Blue Suits doesn't seem to share your opinion, I see. Huh? Me? Ah, why? Oh, yes. You did great, Sister Bikini. Absolutely spectacular. You two are the only ones who've said that to me. I can shake the feeling that I just became a shill to a shrew. What does that mean? Do you have a problem, Phoenix Wright? Sure, she was brave enough to testify truthfully like that, but I know she's still hiding something. Guess it's time to break that cyclock of hers. I mean, do I have the power to do that? Another thing, that Francisca's oddly, like, respectful to these sisters. It's pretty neat to see another side of her personality other than, you know, I'll whip your face off. Okay, nothing here. I was kind of expecting pearls around here. Where'd she go? Don't see anything different either. Back to the hands on hips pose. Alright, well I guess we can do this now. That's a lot of locks. Truth is becoming increasingly clear to me. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. I wish I could see all obstacles in my way, but I fell off a bridge. So, didn't see that obstacle coming. Convinced that Miss Elise had a special significance to this temple. As why she had a special significance, I believe it has to do with her true identity. What on earth are you talking about? She was... Miss Elise was an author. Just an author. A book. Picture books. To be honest, I had my suspicions almost immediately after I met her. Suspicions? Yeah, but I didn't have any evidence to support my theory, though. But now I do. This piece of evidence proved Miss Yuxum's true identity. I guess this thing. Korean Master's Talisman, worn by Elise, found in the garden. Take that! Miss Yuxum had this charm with her at all times. Yeah, where'd you? Wasn't some cheap good luck charm either. Why is it Donum? Fine, I'll say Donum. What do you think it is, Mr. Wright? What could a talisman like that possibly mean? It's a talisman, isn't it? It's a talisman, is it? Interesting. Oops. I think speaks volumes about Donum. Sodium? Oh, Reborn, I'm sorry. Felt who Miss Elise really was. This talisman and one other item unequivocally proved her true identity. I don't actually know this one. Pearl, I guess? Take that! Nope, that's not it. Well, you really ought to think about buying one of the charms we sell here, Mr. Wright. Huh? I say the pearl because they're all wearing pearls, but... I guess not. What am I doing? Piece of evidence I need to show Bikini is obvious. Wow, plenty of good old luck charms. Please give it back. Oh no, I don't think so. I guess the hanging scroll. No, that wouldn't do anything. That's what's not the same thing. Do we even have the thing? Because... Is it not? Looks like amethyst to me. I guess I could say the Magatama, but I don't really want to take that much damage right away. I'll die. Then again, I have to talk to Larry later, so maybe it's not a huge deal. Yeah, the one on their hood, like on their necklace. Like that. That is the same exact thing as far as I can tell. Although, Elise's thing is way bigger. Because, you know, it's on her staff. the Magatama?
Take that!
Nope. It was not the Magatama. I don't know if I have the thing I need then. I was gonna say, like, the Magatama and the Talisman have the exact same icon on them, but I guess I don't have it yet. I do? Is there a staff? Because that's the only other thing I have.
Take that!
Nope. That's the only thing I have that has her face on it. Unless you're gonna say the picture is good enough for it. I'll take that as a hit too. But her picture is just a picture of her. I mean, I guess, because... Let's see. Could be this magazine that also has the picture on it. Does that say P? So would it be the old cult thing? So I was on the right track again, but once again I give them the wrong thing.
Take that!
Yep.
Take that!
So it was the scroll. Darn it. Paintings obscured by the gravy stain in the moon. Blah, blah, blah. Never mind that I have 3 other things that have this symbol on it. But whatever. Scroll shows the master of the Kurian channeling technique. Press the top to sign that honorable title. I have a Magatama, I have the cult thing, I have everything else, but whatever. Very same crest that adorns the talisman the victim carried with her. Yeah. Crest reserved for the master of Kurian. Who on earth told you that nonsense? I got no idea what you're talking about. Little swooshes? Oh, the little dots around it and little lines, okay. I never affiliated that with being a master. I just looked at the little Magatama symbol. But okay. That's my fault for not knowing that. I apologize. The new master, Maya Fey, told me. What? You mean that acolyte is Misty Fey's daughter? Yeah. Are you sure? Yep. In fact, since her first daughter passed away, Maya's Misty Fey's sole successor. Mystic Misty. Oh, okay. All 5 are broken. Also, what? So Elise was Misty? Mystic Elise graced us with her presence about a week ago, when she showed me the talisman with that mark on it. Well, I nearly fainted. No one had seen her in 17 years. That's when she disappeared. What is the significance of this talisman, sister? Kurian talisman? Symbol of Master Kurian. Baron must carry with it all of them until their death. Well, she succeeded in that at least. Until their death. Elise was really Maya's mother, huh? She was Misty Fey, master of the Kurian channeling techniques. Truth comes out at last. Looks like we're making some headway here. Tell me, sister, after 17 years, why did you choose to show herself now? Because something happened to call her out in hiding. What happened? Well... Oh, that's not good. We should go check on it. What's happening? Earthquake! The inner temple. It's kind of tremor my... The inner temple. Might as well cave in. Uh-oh. This is the worst time for an earthquake. It seems to have passed. Can't just stay here and do nothing. What? To the inner temple, of course. Where else? Sister Bikini, we'll finish this off later, alright? You run along now. People may have been hurt. I must get some first aid kits ready. Good job. Come then, Phoenix Wright. They won't bar you from entering as long as I'm with you. Thank you. Right at that moment, I had the worst feeling in my gut. Just had an earthquake. Wonder if he's alright. Yeah, that was my first thought too. Like, that's why Phoenix thought about it earlier, probably to hint at that. You're like, wait, are you thinking about Miles Edgeworth? Come on, let's go. But even she's like, are you thinking about Edgeworth? I do. I'm sure he's probably. Gotta hurry to the inner temple. Whoa, okay. What are you doing here? How could I have? How do you expect us to understand if you don't speak out? Why me? She's gone. The defendant, Iris. She's gone. Gone where? She fled. Escaped. Okay, I did not expect Iris to do that, but... Edward's fine. But just now, during the... It's easy to see Edward's one and only weakness. It's fear of earthquakes. I should have known better than escort the defendant alone, especially here. As soon as the ground started shaking, everything went dark before my eyes, and I stupidly passed out. That incident haunts you to this day, doesn't it? There's no excuse for letting the suspect get away. I can't believe I let it happen. Right to the inner temple area is a dead end, so she could have only escaped to this side. We haven't seen her, and we need to get a manhunt underway now. Search Eagle Mountain from top to bottom. Wait, Edward, have you thoroughly checked the inner temple yet? Don't be ridiculous. Why would I? The inner temple is like an island. There's no way to escape but to cross. No, that's not it. Iris is the type of person to run away, Edgeworth. What are you talking about? You didn't even mention when we were with her. You said that the sacred cavern might have caved in for the earthquake. Then you think Iris may have gone to the temple? To check the inner temple and check on the situation? Manhunt is not necessary, right? Let's not waste any more time. We need to get to the training hall. Sacred cavern now. Alright, let's go. Iris. Fortunately, the sacred cavern didn't cave in. Whew. But what we found was something none of us would have ever expected. What? That's not good. Even more locks. What is the meaning of this? I only have like one set of evidence, man. Iris. Iris, please tell me. What's going on? I mean, she's here at least. And here we go again. Been live for an hour and 15 minutes. Right? This is what Godo was talking about? Yeah, the trick locks. Now then, Iris, please remove these at once. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm afraid I can't. It's not possible for me. What? During the earthquake, when the cavern was in danger of caving in, Iris escaped. I know there's only one lock when I last came here. So you're saying you can't undo the new locks? Yes. If only I was stronger. Edward, how are you feeling? You look a little pale in the face. Like you're one to talk with your face all green. Miles, Edward, go and get some air. I'll watch over the suspect. You go and get a grip on yourself. Don't be ridiculous. Ow! There's no telling what sort of mistake you could make in your current state. Go and get some rest. That's your only concern now, Miles Edward. Understood. Darn little sister thinking she's all that in a bag of chips. I'll handle the investigation in the garden, you take care of things here. Got so much pride, probably up crying to a corner of the garden. Well, pride is simply another trap that hinders us all in our lives. That said, one must have pride to be effective on the job. At any rate, seems this is where we part ways, Phoenix Wright. I'm going to stay here and see if I can't help solve these bothersome puzzles. Well, thanks for your help. Now then, mind if I ask you a few things, Iris? No, not at all. Why'd you make a run for it, Iris? I'm sorry. I heard the inner temple had been severely shaken by the strong earthquake we had. I was so worried. I just had to come by and see. In other words, you didn't run away to escape the law. At least we're clear on that. I can't tell you how relieved I was when I saw the sacred cavern was alright, but... But what? When I saw these chains here, I saw all these extra locks that someone put on the Sacred Cavern's door, and who in the world would have done something like this? I think I said that for you, so no worries. I feel like I've said that before, at least, on one of these. These trick locks are sacred treasure of the Curian tradition. There's hundreds of ways to set them. That's why only the person who set the locks can open them. And you want the one who set these locks? I don't think it's that simple, Franziska von Karma. We were here the first time, there was only one lock. But now, somehow, there's 5 of them. What does that mean? It means that someone wanted to secure the place even more. And they wanted to secure it before you got here, Iris. Presumably because they wanted to make sure Maya couldn't get out. It means that Iris can only open one of these locks, the first one. Yes, that's correct. What? Iris, try to think, please. Isn't there any way around this? Well, like I said, there's only hundreds of different ways to set these. I suppose if I went through every combination on each one, I could remove them. But it will take time, won't it? Yes, that's whatever. About a day, if I had to guess. A whole day? Well, that's better than leaving the locks in place. Will you do this for us? Sure, I'll do whatever I can. Gotta wait a whole day? Hang in there, Maya. Hope we don't have another earthquake. At least she has experience with this, you know, the whole kidnap thing. You know what, Iris? There's still one thing I don't quite get. And what might that be, Phoenix Wright? I think it's obvious. Iris, on the night of the murder, where were you? Please, Iris, don't give me that look. You told us that you were in your room at Hazakura Temple at the time of the incident. But you were seen at the same evening during the interview. And then, you were spotted at the scene of the crime in the Hazakura Temple, too. Being spotted at both Hazakura Temple and the Inner Temple, it's as if you were... Well, Iris, I think it's about time you told us the truth. I knew it. Something going on here that we don't know about. But... does it make any sense? This is the same question as before. Now let's go to the garden real quick. See if there's anything different here. Cops are still combing the place. These cops are really good at being ninjas. I'd be nervous too. It's gotta be a tough job. Especially with someone giving you the evil eye the whole time. Darn, how could I have done that? Just a bunch of shaken rocks, whatever. I can't believe it's still bothering him. Edwarth. Ah! Hey, don't you dare run away! What do you want, Wright? What do I want? Came here to laugh at me. Then get on with it. Go on, laugh away. Laugh at me like the fool I am. Ready to hug it out with him, but he's just the same prideful Edward. Back at the Criminal Affairs Department, right? Said you wanted to look into something concerning Iris. Yes. And thanks to what I found, I was reminded of something terrible. Okay. You guys are putting a lot of effort into the investigation of the garden here, huh? There's a high chance this is the actual scene of the crime, that's why. I mean, because of the writing in blood and the talisman in the snow? Exactly. As you know, these things couldn't have been planted here after the murder. But surely you don't suspect Maya, do you? We have to treat everyone as a suspect. Maya as well as Iris. It's our job, right? So I guess you still haven't gotten over your fear of earthquakes. No, thankfully my nightmares have stopped. But still, if the ground gives even the slightest tremor, I find myself short of breath. That's really sad. Poor guy. We were little kids in the same elementary school. Edgeworth found himself in the middle of a murder. Gotta have a flashback to this. Started with that big quake that hit the courthouse. They say that's what turned the judge's beard white. Yes, I was stuck in the elevator with my father, who was a defense lawyer. No, it's totally justified. Like, everything he's dealing with now is totally justified. I'm glad the nightmares have stopped, but still poor guy. We were deprived of oxygen and we passed out. That's when it happened. That single gunshot shattered my whole life. I lost everything that day, all because of that earthquake, and I gained a huffy, whipping sister. She tried to whip me into shape, but she did it too literally. My dreams, my family, and myself. I mean, I gained a sister, so the family wasn't all gone, but, you know. Been more than 17 years now. Because that case was finally resolved 2 years ago, right? You think I don't know that? I was there! Literally! I was, like, right beside you the whole time. It was such a shock. I never imagined I could be so wrong about myself and my life. I'm sorry, Wright. There's nothing else I can say. Not after you chose to become a lawyer for my sake. And not after you saved me. Stronger than you think, so no more self-pity, okay? Say that out loud, Phoenix. Something that bothered me about her from the moment we met. I felt like I'd seen her somewhere before. No, wait. Not somewhere. I felt like I'd seen her in the court before. Going back to the criminal affairs department to look for her file? Yes, I checked over every case file I'd ever worked on. And I was right. I had seen her face before, 6 years ago. It was my first appearance in the court. And 9 cases ago, it was my worst nightmare. So who is she? I'm sorry, Wright. Can't give that information away to a member of the general public. What? First off, I'm not a member of the general public. I'm a lawyer. Like, I feel like I'm also on the force, the law force here. Second, I already read that. Sounds like a crucial piece of evidence, crucial piece of puzzle that solves this case. The woman I knew was the daughter of a jewelry store. She had nothing to do with Iris and Hazakura Temple, and neither did the case. No, that woman was completely unrelated to this murder. Say with complete confidence. Wrong, Edward is totally related to this case. I need to fill Edward in. I need to explain the connection between Iris and the woman Edward knew. How do I do that? It is a bit odd that he's saying it out loud, but... I mean, I think she's pretty aware of what's going on. Apparently, Iris was taken in by the sisters here at the temple when she was a child. However, we still don't know much about her past, so we're looking into it. That reminds me, Edwards went back to the criminal affairs department to look up some stuff on her. I should ask him what he's found. I just did. How do I present this to him? She was there. One of the biggest names in the world of law, and I'm sure you'll agree. For better or for worse, we were only destined to meet once in the courtroom. I know, I read all about it. It was the first time for both of us, 2 novices head to head. I can still remember how downhearted I felt after that trial ended the way it did. Wonder if Mia felt the same way too. I mean, the traumatic part was that he thought he did it for the longest time. And the nightmare stopped because he realized, like, what the scream was about. But, like, I don't know. Finally getting to the bottom of this case, I guess. Count on Iris to break those locks, so I should try to gather more clues. And pearls. Actually, I don't think Francisca's with us right now. I think she's with Iris. So... no Von Karma around here, just a bunch of cops. Let's see here. Right, and like the earthquake is also what caused the elevator to crash, and then the guard was like, stop breathing my air or something. And then Edward threw the gun, which shot through the elevator into Karma's shoulder, and then Karma opened the door, it was like, alright, here's a gun, I'm really mad, and they killed Edward's dad. Pretty traumatic experience, altogether. All because the earthquake started. If that didn't happen, I assume Von Karma would have just been really mad, but I don't think he would have shot anyone. Weird there's no one around all of a sudden. Sure gets quiet up here in the mountains when you're all alone on your own. Speaking of alone, I guess I should go check out the shack just down this path. Maybe I'll find Larry there sulking again. Also, Phoenix, you're not fully alone. Can you not hear the birds? The Tweedlees, they are trying to sing to boost your spirits, and you are ignoring them? Despite being a bird yourself? That's so rude. Go talk to Larry. Oh, Mr. Nick. Pearls, what are you doing here? Nothing. What about Miss Maya? Is she alright? Well, we don't know yet. Oh, let's see. Hey, what do you think you're doing here, Nick? Larry, this is a loser shack, where losers get together to lose themselves. This is what? Hey, we finally covered each other's failures, okay? Got a problem with that? Look, Mr. Nick, Mr. Lawrence did a picture of me. That's, great, Pearls. I want to see it. I'm gonna go gather firewood now. I cooked some hot rotten potatoes over here in the miserable little fire camp. So stay out of our way. I don't believe this. Why can't you try getting fired up over being a better man? Nobody believes a word I say anymore. Listen to me, Pearl. You don't have to trust this kind of guy, okay? He'll let you down. Oh, Mystic Mine. Larry, you're the worst. I asked you to do one thing. Something you want to tell me about this picture? Heh, I got nothing to say to you, Nick. My life's here now with Pearl. 2 liters of cooking potato together forevermore. What am I gonna do with them? Alright then. What do you think about this picture, Pearls? I think it's really well drawn. The fire is really nice. I can't draw at all, so I think it's really amazing. See, someone appreciates it. Tough getting the flames looking like that, you know? It's supposed to be Sister Iris flying through the air, isn't it? I love it. It's like a dream. A wonderful fantasy. No, it wasn't a dream. She really flew. I'm telling you, Iris really flew that night. But Mr. Lawrence. Not you too. Please don't look at me like that. Pearl. Don't look at me like I'm some kind of nutcase, I beg you. Okay, so let's throw this out here. I could be wrong. And I feel like I'm not because of how the lines are drawn. But I thought this last time when we were doing this and everything was like all talking about this picture. Pretty sure it's upside down. Pretty sure it's upside down. Because, you know, ropes don't go upwards to suspend bridges. That's not how that works. And also, I'm pretty sure the picture of him laying on his back was him laying on his back. So obviously he would see it upside down. That's how eyes work. But I don't know when we're gonna reveal that, if it's true. It might not be true. I might be crazy. Half asleep is when I was here that night. Yeah, like that, on his back. I was wide awake after lightning struck, and I saw what I saw. Exactly how I drew the picture. Now your choice but to take the sketch at face value. What was it looking down your face? Pearls. Yes, Mr. Nick? Been meaning to ask you about the night of the murder. Where's our Cyclops? Where were you and what exactly were you doing when it all happened? I was just, well, I'm just a kid, you know. I'm sure it doesn't really matter what I was doing, does it? Sorry, Pearls, but yeah, it does. You were kind of missing for a full day. You were supposed to be in Miss Elise's room reading a book together, but Miss Elise was murdered and you, Pearls, were at the Inner Temple. Just what exactly happened that night, Pearls? Really sorry, Mr. Nick. Oh, wow, here's Cyclops. That's a lot of Cyclops. Also, they're in a weird, like, angle. I don't think we've seen that before. If I had to guess, it's because she's so short. Unlike everybody else we have to deal with. They didn't want to cover up her face. I've been a bad girl. I know I'll be punished. What are you talking about, Pearls? My spiritual power. It has disappeared. Whoa, what? Powers have disappeared. Oh, hello, Sanosuke. How's it going? Hope you're having a good night. Welcome to Pearl Power. What do you mean your powers disappeared, Pearls? It's all over for me. A spirit medium who can't channel spirits is like a painter who can't paint. Hey, what are you looking at me for? To be fair, Phoenix, his drawing looks like someone drew it in crayon, but he's not terrible at it. Try to channel someone's spirit right here at Hazakura Temple. tried but failed, perhaps? Huh. Way to go, Nick. You made her cry. That's really cruel of you. Did she try to channel someone that... I'm gonna have to break their psych lock to get the truth out of her. She could have tried channeling someone that wasn't dead. Because that wouldn't work, right? Has she tried channeling Mia? Maybe she could try doing that. Because, you know, we know she's dead. Which is really sad. Anyways, I guess I'm gonna go talk to Bikini. That's what happened, with Maya, didn't it? With that one girl that did this with her hands over and over again. Like, she couldn't actually channel someone because she was still alive. You know? What if Sister Bikini's gone up to the main hall already? She didn't even come out of the main hall. I haven't seen Gumshoe for around either. Maybe they're having a cup of tea together somewhere. Bet Gumshoe's Sister Bikini's type. I mean, probably. Yeah, Mimi, that was her name. Mimi something. Miney? Mimi, Miney, Mo? Well, what's the damage? How's the secret cavern? Looks like it survived. Where's Gumshoe? But we have a bigger problem now. Told Sister Bikini all about it. About the 5 locks that were stopping us from getting to inside the secret cavern. Why are you talking so slow, Nick? But who could have done that? The only people who know how to set those trick locks are those of the Korean tradition. The advisors of the secret cavern are trying our best to open them for us right now. Actually, there's something I've been meaning to talk with you about, Sister Bikini. Oh yes, we're in the middle of a chat, weren't we? Yes, you were telling me how Master Korean disappeared 17 years ago. Want to know why Misty Faye suddenly appeared at the temple? That was about a week ago when Mystic Mystic Misty arrived. Her name's really dumb, to be honest. After she showed us the talisman that proved she was the master, and she said, "Someone is trying to destroy the Korean tradition's main family line. I'm here to put a stop to them." Okay. That was a really good impression. Someone was trying to destroy the main family line. There's only one heir to the title of master at any time. It's usually the eldest. Except the child becomes the new master of Korean, and daughter's the main family. All other mediums become branch family members with no hope of controlling the clan. Why nothing has changed throughout the history of the clan. Branch families always have them, and always will plot to erase those of the main family line. So, what's her name? Afro woman? Morgan, that was it, I think. I think we said that last time. Power of the master worth this much bloodshed? You believe in the technique, don't you, Mr. Wright? You know his power is real. Yeah, I do. I kinda watched my mentor show up like every game. In 2 years since I first met Maya. A time I've seen her channel the spirits of the dead plenty of times. Specifically one. During the Master Mask case, and during the Maggie Burge trial too. You know, just to point 2 recent ones out. She has a massive afro. I mean, it's not super fuzzy, but her hair is just an orb as far as I can recall. He is only there to help me out when I need her the most. Korean channeling can make a huge difference in the world, you know? I mean, the ability to commune with the dead. That's true psychic power, you know? Remember, the tradition always been there, behind every important leader. Who wouldn't respect such tremendous skill? I suppose so, but with all that power and influence, I kinda expected you to be really rich by now. Are you saying we're poor, Mr. Wright? Ho ho ho! You're very direct, aren't you? People don't believe it anymore, you see? All because of one little mistake. The Misty Faye thing, I think. It was 17 years ago, and everything came crashing down. All because of that incident. You know, the one that everyone's been talking about. Sure, the record still exists if you're interested. Locked up, of course. It was called the DL6 incident, yep. The name of the file. And how is it not an afro? I already know about this, but whatever. I know it well. I handled a related case just 2 years ago. Ah, that's right. So it was you who defense attorney on that case. You know, when you proved that the 17-year trial was actually completely fake. Or, well, misunderstood. Murder took place 17 years ago. First time in the country's history the police ever used a spear medium. Hello, Maestro, how's it going? Hope you're having a good night. The idea was to channel the victim's spirit and learn the identity of the murderer. Channeling was Misty Faye, Maya's mother. And Mia's mother. Don't be rude, Phoenix. Mystic Misty's channeling, the name of the certain man-serpent. Armed with that evidence, investigators were spurred to action. But that man, he was found not guilty, wasn't he? That's right. He was. Case remained a mystery. In other words, we failed. It was the first case the world had ever seen the Korean tradition openly involved in. I still don't get why that was an issue. Because wasn't the big thing like, oh, yeah, it's totally possible that guy was the murderer, but he was proven to not be in his right mind? Like, yeah, he wasn't in his right mind, but he still could have totally done it. I mean, he didn't do it, and that was the big thing, but there was no way the killed could have known that. All over the media, the public, the judiciary, people of the Korean village, everyone judged her. Everyone said Misty's powers was a sham. Sorry, I'm used to saying Maya. And she disappeared, vanished, but everyone still thought of her as a fraud. But I know the truth. It wasn't a sham at all. Of course it wasn't. And since you managed to reveal the truth, we're finally making a comeback. Korean tradition is starting to recover at last. The new master wielding the power of the clan. Does she mean Maya? Our burger-loving Maya? Also doing pretty okay. Today's been pretty good, I think. You know, except for Twitch exploding. Because Twitch is super exploding right now. Whoops. Spiritual power of the Korean challenge needs in the blood. Maya's told me the exact same thing before. We, the women of the faith, have always been spirit mediums, because the power to communicate with spirits flows strongly through us. According to Maya, only women of the family can inherit that power. For whatever reason. The main family's bloodline stems directly from Mystic Amy. But with each new generation, only one daughter becomes a new master. Could Red White sold the information to the press? I don't recall that being said, but I believe it. Darn Red White of Blue Corp. Ones who don't become branch families, right? That's right. It's always the cause of tragedy. You know, Maya had a sister too. An older sister named Mia. Oh yes, I've heard of her. What? You know about Mia? Why would she not know of that? Of course, she became a lawyer in hopes of discovering what happened to her mother. And lost her life. As a result, she got clocked. I'm sorry, that was me. I should have said that. You know what Mystic Mia has returned, rumored to have said? Said it wasn't only because of her mother that she became a lawyer. Also didn't want to fight with her sister over the leader of tradition. Well, she saw what happened to her own mother, Mystic Misty, as she grew up. Guess Mystic Mia got... Saying Mystic and then another M name is really awkward, you know? Got tired of seeing all the rivalry between her mom and her aunt. Guess we're not gonna get a picture of her. Misty Faye had an elder sister, too. And Misty, having superior powers, managed to usurp the master seat from her. Mystic Misty's sister is Mystic Morgan, as you probably know. Alright, now we get a picture of her. There's a name I know. What? It was a year ago now at Maya's home, Korean village. All what she did was terrible. Also, she could make her own daughter the next master, even though that's not even how it would work, but whatever. But you know, if that outline doesn't scream after to you, I don't know what else it is. Is like there another word for that? Suppose if you know about Mystic Morgan's daughter, then you must have already realized that Iris... Huh? Iris? What's Iris got to do with any of this? Iris is Mystic Morgan's daughter. I don't think that's accurate. Iris is what? Is she kidding me? Iris is Morgan Faye's daughter. You say that Iris is Morgan Faye's daughter? I'm pretty sure... I thought you already knew. It sounded like you met one of Mystic Morgan's daughters already. I have. I know her very well. Oh. Yeah, Pearls. Pearl Faye. I always thought she was an only child. You jest. That child, she's Mystic Morgan's... I had no idea. Prison, isn't she? Yeah, ever since she was found to be co-conspirator in the murder case last year. She did just tell me. Oh, there it is. There's her face. But thought she was Dahlia Hawthorne, which means she already had a family. It's very confusing. Well done to set Pearls up as the next master. I see. So I've been wrong all this time. Mystic Morgan had 3 daughters, not 2. 3? Yes, Iris, her twin sister, and Mystic... Oh, dang it. Oh, didn't you know? It all happened 20 years ago. Well, now things are pretty clear. After the clan leadership was taken by her sister, Mystic Morgan's life crumbled. It wasn't many years later, Carrion's reputation hit an all-time low. When Mystic Morgan's husband realized his wife would never become master, he left her in the village, taking the twin daughters with him. Ah, how awful. He was a jeweler, you know. In the end, he remarried, and that's when it happened. He decided to give one of his girls up. He looked up after us here at the temple. That was Iris, you see. It's unbelievable. Iris has a twin sister. Could it be? There's still no money. Sorry, Quake. Eventually I won't be blind playing this. Tell me one more thing, Sister Bikini. What was the name of Iris' sister? I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, I just can't remember. All I can recall is their father was a jeweler. Well, that's a clue, I guess. Jeweler. You could tell that to Edward. You've helped clear up a lot of details. Pearls had 2 older sisters, huh? Yeah, that's right. No doubt it was all because of Mystic Morgan's anger towards the main family. See, like, now that you said that, now that we know Iris is Pearl's sister, I kind of hope they get along. Because Pearls could totally use that with her mom gone. It's like, just have them hang out, you know? Twin daughter was taken to her by the jeweler husband. Even that couldn't assure a dream that child of hers would one day lead the clan. That's why she had pearls. It seems that incident here was the result of Mystic Morgan's anger, able to break free the bars that confine her. Iris has a twin sister. Plot thickens. Information will be useless unless I flesh it out a bit. Need to ask more questions and get some more info. Well, if I had to guess from what I know now, I would have to say Dahlia is dead. Even though Phoenix said earlier she was just in prison. She's most likely dead. Or she could have broken out, but then we'd have reports of that. And they would already know. I have to go talk to Edgeworth first, I think. After I look at this stepladder. Sounds like someone's happy. What tune is it they're humming? No motive, no crime. No motive, no crime. Sing it with me. No motive, no crime. I remember when we used to search in the channeling room in Curian. Whoop, I love my job. Who cares if the clues are not good? Not what I'm investigating all about. Investigates for the love of investigating. It's passion. Good cases we have, good cases we lost. All along the way, pal. I guess the gumshoe was into reggae. Every case is gonna be airtight. Every case is gonna be airtight. Hey, pal. Ooh, me? How long have you been there? You're standing there. I just got here. Oh, okay. What are you up to, detective? I'm investigating, pal. Made a promise to Edward. Promised I would find the real murder weapon. Real murder weapon? Probably in the river, if I had to guess. Bob's sword thing turned out to be a false lead, right? Giving it my best shot here, but I still haven't turned up any clues. Just found these weird scraps of paper. It looks like a letter or something. Doesn't seem to have anything to do with the case, though. Letter? We just got a letter. Sorry, but I don't even know what reggae really is. I've heard of it. I'm sure I'd recognize it if I heard it, but I'm also not a singer. I was just saying the words. But yeah, for the sister situation, I guess I guess Morgan's husband leaving and taking his daughters with him does make more sense. Which means that the person he married already had a daughter herself. And that was... Viola? Valerie? I think it was Valerie. Who's Viola? I feel like I know someone that was named Viola. Oh, that was the creepy girl. Valerie was the other. Valerie was, yeah, Miss Valerie Hawthorne. Although it's weird that he separated the sisters. That seems like a really dumb thing to do. Like, they just lost their mom and then they get their sisters separated? Like, what? Why would you do that? Especially if you're gonna marry into someone that already has a daughter. It's like you just got rid of a sister and replaced her? That's just rude, man. Also, no objection, Phoenix. I do not sing, I cannot sing. How's the investigation going, Detective Gumshoe? I don't know if I should be telling you, pal. But I guess I can't hurt. Iris and Dahlia are twins, and not the same person. And she knows Phoenix is the weird part. But Dahlia was the one arrested there, so... She has black hair. That doesn't make any sense. Looks like the murder took place in their temple garden. They're taking that bloody writing on the lantern pretty seriously back at HQ. What, you mean? I don't have the details, pal. I've been standing here the whole time. All I know is if you don't find Maya down that sick cavern, you're gonna be faced with some ugly situation. You got me? I don't know. Not my words, pal. You said it. Mr. Godo. What do you mean by that? What's that letter you found? Don't remind me, pal. Busting my gut here trying to find the murder weapon. I'll find some burnt up old letter. Burnt up old letter? You gonna fire him? Yeah, it was in that incinerator right outside the inner temple. Why is it here then? The incinerator? I knew it. I knew it wasn't imagining it. Why is it over here in the garden if it was in the incinerator? There was snow in the incinerator when I first saw it. And there wasn't. After the incident, the snow had melted away, which means someone used the incinerator on the night of the murder. What's up with you, pal? Got it right here if you want to take a look. Can I? Do you mind? Sure, go nuts. I don't want it, pal. You can have it. It's all spirit mediums and masters stuff. But it's got no relation to the case. Where does he think we are? It's gotta be important to mention spirit mediums and masters. Better give it a good look over and some serious thought. Make sure you chuck it in the trash when you're done. Littering is a crime, pal. Thanks. What do you know about the real murder weapon so far? That wasn't the sword that impaled the victim's body, that's for sure. Mr. Edward proved that in court today. Yeah, that's true. I was not there for it, but I heard about it. In which case, it must have been another blade. That's what you're running around like a headless chicken looking for now, huh? Yeah, but man, it's tiring work. Let me tell you something, pal. I'm no chicken. Got the feather of the forensics in our cap these days. Using the department's secret weapon on this. Secret weapon? Another metal detector? What's a secret weapon of yours? You wanna know, huh? You gotta think scientifically, okay? Alright. Murder weapon is a sword. Swords are, scientifically speaking, made of metal, right? Any questions so far? Nope. I know what he's gonna say, but I'll let him look smart. What's the perfect tool for the job? Ta-da! Metal detector! Raise your hand if you didn't see this coming from a mile away. My hands are lowered, I guess. Well, you want to give a scientific investigation a go? Huh? Me? I've been using this thing for hours now. It gets pretty boring after a while. Why don't you give it a little try? I don't know. Should I help Detective Gumshoe out or not? Yes? Come on, pal. It's good fun, I'm telling you. I bet this is the same metal detector I used against Karma. Like I said, this is the department's most advanced gadget. It's absolute best. So sensitive you can make it cry. So high-tech you can skydive off it. Oh, bother. I gotta tell you how to use it. Possible the real murder weapon's around here somewhere, right? Sure, that's what we're trying to find out. Right, so first, let's turn the detector on. I get a new little thing to mess with. the sound of metal detectors. Next. Touch the detector and get a real look around the courtyard with it. It'll probably murder your ears, pal. Once you hit something metallic. That's really annoying. I'm gonna go ahead and mute that. Thing picks up metallic objects that are hidden from sight, too. Take a good look at everything that seems suspicious, okay, pal? I was gonna say, like, this thing's been bothering me for a while. Something round buried here in the ground. Don't you touch that, pal. What is it? It's a trap. People set them to catch us detectives. They're real nasty. Sorry, guys. I didn't think it'd be that beepy. Trap for detectives? You mean like those fierce traps with sharp teeth that are supposed to snag your leg? That's a bear trap. Got my finger caught in those once. Your finger? There's a bit of cheese and looked at... That's a mouse trap. Then bam! Not sure I know how to respond to that story as stupidly pitiful as that. So we're just gonna ignore that there's a trap here? Because that's not something that should be in the garden. Wait, I wonder if I can check the... Look, a ladder! That's a step ladder. What's the difference? Looks like a normal ladder to me, pal. Surely everyone knows the difference. I mean, they're pretty ordinary objects. There's plenty of guys like you always picking on the smallest details. Vegetable store guy never plays does all the time, pal. He even corrects me when I ask him for a head of lettuce. That's a cabbage, he says. I'm telling you, this is the exact same thing. No, they're not. They're completely different. You have to go plant both of them firmly in the ground before they can grow, don't you? Listen, you gotta take a step back and look at the bigger picture sometimes. Otherwise, you could look at the really important clue. That's the advice from a pro, pal. Last person I need is advice from this guy in front of me. So we did it, guys. We finally got the stepladder thing. What's this? Looks like a wallet? Ah, that's where it's been. Why is your wallet metal? I guess I have like a chain on it. I was dropping it, so I put a bell on it. Okay, it has a bell on it. Never mind. You still dropped it anyway. Yeah, but now I found it again, pal. The wallet is completely empty. Well, I drop it all the time, so I don't put money in it anymore. Then how come the metal detector picked it up? Must be because of the bell, I guess. Why'd you just leave it there? Pick it up. Pick up your wallet, man. Under the sled? That's odd. The sled's made of plastic. It says bikini number 1 on the side. Maybe there's something under it. Hey, what's this? Badge. Aha! I've been hunting high and low for that. It's yours, detective? Thanks priceless to a guy like me, pal. Cop can't be a cop without his badge. Sure glad I put that diamond there now. How'd you manage to drop your badge here of all places? I don't know, I bet this happened in the morning. I was playing around with the sled and... Stop right there. I don't need to hear anymore. Why didn't he pick up the badge? Can Lanny learn something from Gumshoe? I don't know if a bell would help him. Is this made of wood? It's Mystic Elise's staff, isn't it? Scientifically speaking, they're usually made of wood. Detector's reacting to it. Yeah, have a look at it. Thing's made of wood. Does it have like one of those things where you like pull it off? And it has a sword inside? That'd be pretty amazing if so. But also really, 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 really unorthodox. And unsafe to have around a child. Which she did. How about investigating anything that looks like it might be metallic? The whole point of the metal detector to find metal where you can't see it. Where's this thing's called a racket? Here, let me take a look at it. Hey, hands off, pal. Examine evidence of the job for the... Huh. Look what you've done. Damage a really important piece of evidence. Oh, it actually has a blade inside. That's... a sword. I swear I'm not cheating. I have no idea what's going on. But that's a sword. Yep. Maybe I should just shut up. Keep things to myself. Inside the staff. What is this? Could it be? The murder weapon? I do not have the wiki yet. Is there even a wiki for this thing? I mean, I guess there's a wiki for everything, honestly. Huh. Never guessed there'd be a sword concealed in the victim's staff. Call this thing a sword cane, pal. It's one real gem. Workmanship is really something else. Thank goodness it wasn't a cane sword. or else the victim would have stabbed his own foot. I officially give up on trying to figure out how Gumshoe's mind works. The real scene of the crime was the inner temple garden. Why was the sword used to kill the victim found in the main hall courtyard? Your memory? Hey, Gumshoe, who knows about the hidden sword? No one. Even the police didn't know about this till I discovered it just now. Which is to say that the police know about it. Because I know about it, and I'm the police. And as I say, there's no team in Gumshoe. Doesn't look like there's any trace of blood on it. I guess it's in the murder weapon, huh? No. I'm sure someone just wiped it off after the murder. Yeah, of course. This thing's definitely in the murder weapon. Great job, pal. About the same length as the sword, too. Must be the murder weapon. Alright, gonna run over the forensics. Gotta be some trace of the blood left, even if the most has been wiped off. See you later, pal. I mean, not completely memorized, but at least the general idea. I mean, yeah. So? I'm sure you still know the overall thing, at least. Every case is gonna be airtight. Every case is gonna be airtight. Hold it. Wait up, detective. Huh? What is it, pal? I'm a pretty busy guy right now, you know? Gonna get that staff analyzed, right? Would you mind holding off for just a while? Huh? What are you talking about, pal? Please. Just until we find Maya. Maya? What's got to do with her? I don't know, but I'm starting to get a really bad feeling in the pit of my stomach. Well, how so? Look, Maya's trapped inside the secret cavern right now, and, well, we don't even know if she's okay or not. The more evidence and testimony I hear, the more uneasy I feel. You don't think... Maya's been... No, please, detective. Just wait till we can get inside the secret cavern. You're looking kind of viridian there. Okay. Just stop with that face, pal. One thing, though. This staff's secret trick. Let's keep it between you and me, alright? If it gets out that we knew about it and didn't say anything, finish. I understand. This is a regular run-of-the-mill staff, made up completely of wood. Okay, now you take good care of it, pal. Thank you, detective. I guess we're just gonna have a sword staff on us now. Don't worry, she'll be fine. You know, a place at the base of the mountain that has some really good pasta. How about I take you there when you finish find Maya, eh? Sure, thanks. You know, but wonder though, what was Elise doing with a staff like this in the first place? Probably to stab people, Phoenix. Accused of murder. It's just not an easy turning game. Maya's an accused of murder, kidnapped, possibly murdered, or starving. Because she is definitely starving. Did she starve in the first game? Which game had the... I think it was the second game that had the killer, right? Always starving, to be honest. Okay, fair enough. That's a fair point. Anyways, I'm gonna be right back 1 second. I am low on water. And I know if Edwards shows up again, my throat is gonna kill itself. So I will be right back. Enjoy staring at this pretty bikini. No share stream. Also, I'm back. Hello. How's it going? Out of here. Did I talk to her about the sword, actually? No, I guess I shouldn't mention it. Oh, darn it. I went the wrong way again. Main gate. Suspension bridge. Talk to Edgeworth. Okay, I think we have a new profile here. Yep, here we go. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Age, question mark, question mark, question mark. Morgan Faye's daughter and Iris's twin sister. Father deals in jewelry, apparently. Hey, Edgeworth. Did you know that Iris had a twin sister? What? A twin? You can't be serious. Sister Bikini told me, but the problem is she didn't know the name of this twin. There was nothing about Iris having a twin sister in the files I checked. Iris was taken in by the temple when she was really young. Apparently, his sister was raised by her father, a jeweler. A jeweler? Right, I might just know who this twin sister of hers is. I had a feeling you'd say that. Let me guess. Her name is Dahlia Hawthorne, right? What? Are you psychic? Yes, exactly. Tell me what you know about her, Edgeworth. Please. What a twist. It was my first case, 6 years ago. I was a greenhorn, and due to my inexperience, the defendant died. Talking about Terry Falls, right? You know about the case? You're not the only one who knows something about Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne. I checked one of Mia's old files from 6 years ago. Yes, Dahlia was a key witness in that case. Dahlia and Terry Falls conspired together to stage a fake kidnapping 11 years ago. They stole a jewel worth $2 million from Dahlia's father, a jeweler, as things would say. Don't finish that. Darn it, I can't even say it because I'm on a delay. I disagree, Phoenix. And 5 years after that, she murdered her own sister, Valerie Hawthorne, to keep her from talking. Her sister? Well, her stepsister, actually. They weren't blood-related, something that probably should have been, you know, brought up during the last case, but it didn't really matter. Valerie was the only daughter of Dahlia's father's second wife. What? Valerie was the only daughter of Dahlia's father's second wife. That's a mouthful. You just say her... Whatever. This is when she entered my life. The woman who tried to kill me. Or did she? I mean, she did, but... So after Terry Falls died, what happened to Dahlia? You check it out? There is no need. Like I said, Dahlia isn't connected with this case. Why are you so sure about that? It's simple. Dahlia Hawthorne is dead. Well then. I'm good at it because I know what the truth is, and I know what you're speaking is not the truth. Well, her metabolic processes are a matter of interest only to historians, so to speak. What does that mean? What do you mean by Dahlia Hawthorne is dead, Edgeworth? I only just discovered this, Wright, but never knew about the murder case you were involved in during your college years. Oh. Guess you knew. Guess you figured out that. Dahlia Hawthorne was found guilty, thanks to the persistence of Mia Fey. Mia Fey. Then the butterflies exploded, and so did her health. At the time, Dahlia, like she was possessed by a demon or something. Almost 5 years since that guilty verdict was handed down, and her sentence was finally carried out. She was executed last month. I'm sure that's a bit of a shock for you, right? And for more reasons than one. But you understand now. You can't possibly be connected with this case. She's dead, and once someone is dead, there's no way to revive them. No way to revive the dead? I wonder. Seems you're not aware of one other connection yet, Edward. And what is that? It's about Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne's mother. What's their mother got to do with any of this? She's Morgan Fay, a spirit medium from the branch family of the Korean channeling. The what? The Korean channeling technique? Do you know something about it? Oh yes, I know it's connected to that Freudian spirit medium. I was involved in another nightmare 17 years ago. I was caught up in the middle of a murder investigation. The police didn't have any leads. They were stumped, and that's when they called in her. She was a very famous spirit medium and the master of the channeling school. But do you know what happened? As a result of her efforts, an innocent man was accused of murder. She and her powers, they were all fraudulent. Go to the police records room. It's all in there. All you have to do is check the DL6 incident case file and you'll know. I already know, Edgeworth. I was there. How could I forget? I was literally the one that solved that. Edgeworth was the victim in that case. You'll understand someday, and then you'll see the Korean channeling technique for what it is. Now the problem with it is that, yeah, he was innocent and accused of murder, but he got out of it because he was, like, said to be, you know, insane? Not in his right mind or something? That's the real issue, I think. Well, let's go check on Iris, I guess. Where's Francisca? I kind of thought she would yell at us. Why would you start with the third one? Like how they have the exact same face and pose and everything. The slight tilt of the neck. Only I could put their profiles right beside each other. I cannot do that. Don't seem to have any spiritual power. You know about this? Can you take a look at this for me, Iris? Yeah, why? The locks are far more important at this moment, wouldn't you agree? She's right. I'm gonna have to hold off on asking her about things for now. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. Well, I guess I can't talk to her, but, you know, Francisca's still here, so that's good. She didn't ditch us. I wonder if she cares about Maya. Like, at all. Even a minor bit. Anyways, where am I going? Now I got the question marks unlocked, so maybe I can go talk to Pearls about something. I don't even know. Oh, I can probably go talk to Bikini. I'm expecting Larry and Pearls to be here. Guess they must have gone to collect firewood. Suppose I'll have to go check back later. Alright, go talk to Bikini about Dahlia. Main hall. Or when the first one came out? I mean, that's fair. Wait, what? Oh yeah, I forgot to read this, didn't I? Be careful. Once night falls, there should be... Once night falls, should be there. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her. Spirit, leave everything up to her. Her name is... She is our ally, the whole... Here's a picture of her. Use it when you channel her. I know you can do it. Once this is... Burnley? So make sure not to tell anyone about this letter. Bravely roast the master of the fires of Hades to bring our vengeance to fruition. This was sent to Pearls, wasn't it? Only she would do that and actually throw gravy roast at a picture. But why? And who wrote the letter? Anyways, let's present this thing to her. Like, hey, we know the girl now. Here you go. I just had a twin sister. That's really all I know about it. That and the fact that she was taken away from her mother by a jeweler father. I don't have any idea where she was doing it now. Tell her, but she'd probably have a quaternary and a half. Oh, I mean, I guess that's fair. Oh yeah, she did ask that, didn't she? She asked about the word gravely. I don't remember what the actual response was, though. I guess I could go watch my own video. Which, by the way, I have not actually been putting those up. I've moved them over to YouTube, but I don't actually put the thumbnail and everything on it, because the thumbnails are awful, for one. But also, no one watches them anyway, so I've just been really lazy about it. Anyways, what do you think about Dahlia Hawthorne? What about this, Detective Gumshoe? Any thoughts? Yeah, well, pretty chilly today, huh? My brain doesn't rock properly in the cold. I suppose I have to wait till summer when it's warmer. Oh no, my brain doesn't work properly in the heat. Kinda weak in the head. Some things are better off not advertising, Gumshoe. That means she had the note and Misty knew about it, right? Because, like, she would have read the whole thing, right? Maybe not. I just was like, I don't know. Like, well, someone would gravely roast this. Watching a playthrough of Twilight Princess that you stumbled across. Could you do it? If it's what I'm assuming, then no, you absolutely should not do that. Like, I'll be honest, the fact that you guys can even stand my voice for 2 hours now is still, you know, weird. Anything. I was kind of hoping we find, like, the rest of the letter. So, do you have anything to talk about? Because I don't actually know much here. You're not doing a watch party of anything I did. Sorry, Wright. You're a defense attorney and I'm a prosecutor. It wouldn't be right for us to discuss things so intimately, even though I was just a defense attorney today. But whatever. What are you owing about? And maybe I will. Maybe I'll put all of my videos to private. That is one thing I didn't want to do, is, like, there's a couple playthroughs I've been doing, or did do, just to do things, and, like, I could go back and finish those games, like Valkyrie Chronicles, but I don't want to go back all the way to the start of that game. They are on the GBA and then this remake, I guess. What am I doing? What do you think about this sketch? Get that piece of filth out of my face. Still mad, huh? I know a thing or two about Larry Butts, just like you. We both know he likes to act up, but this? Even he couldn't make something like this up. If this is what he drew, then this is what he saw. As unbelievable as it may seem, I know, that's what I think too. Every single time I see that guy, he's up in it. He's in it up to his neck. You knew it, Edward's still mad and horny as Larry. don't fall downstairs, Reborn. Also, rise from the ashes what? Lateral, what are you talking about? I'm very confused. I feel like I've lost control of... Not control, but I've lost the direction that this conversation is going. What do I need to do here? I need to present something to him. Oh, maybe the note. Anything about this, Edward? Sorry, right? Oh. Think about this. Oh, okay. But yeah, Reborn, please don't fall downstairs. That's a bad. If ever there was a bad, that'd be one of them. Little statue, small, but the whole place is incredibly well kept. There's just one thing that's troubling me. Everything else is covered in snow or frozen over, but the ice in this bowl has been broken by someone. Maybe one of the detectives washed their face in it or something? Don't be ridiculous, right? No detective would be that careless in a crime scene. He's really angry. Better not say it was Gumshoe. His salary's gonna pay. Well, that's fine, Maestro. Training hall, I guess.
Take that!
Take that! Okay, see you later. Have a good night. 3 locks. I think it's time you told the truth about what you were doing that night. You may not be able to unlock these locks, but I can unlock every lock. 3 of them, in fact. You said you were in your room in Hasakura Temple the entire time. You still claim that to be the truth? Yes, that's where I was. Iris, I believe you're innocent. That's why I want to believe what you're telling me, too. But I can't. Because if some person saw you somewhere else on the night of the murder.
Take that!
I'm talking about Sister Bikini. You know, of course. Sister Bikini. Testimony in court today was very clear. And that I was helping Acolyte with the training in the Inner Temple, but, well, as you can see, my back likes to act up violently. Wahaha! So I left Iris to help with the Acolyte, return to Hazakura Temple. Mr. Bikini didn't just see you, she spoke with you. You two talked about Maya's training that night. So you see, Iris, you were at the Inner Temple the night of the murder. That's very impressive, Mr. Wright. Acolyte's actually training due to start after 10 o'clock that night. I left the main hall early so I wouldn't be late. What time was that? Let me see. It takes about 20 minutes to walk between the main hall and the Inner Temple. So I would have left at about 9:40 p.m. I'm sorry, Iris, but lying doesn't suit you. Huh? You say you left the main hall at 9:40, but what you say doesn't add up with this. Check this real quick. Oh, okay. Looking for the bell. Where's the wake-up bell mentioned? Whoa.
Take that!
Okay, testimony, okay. You yourself testified the contrary, don't you remember? Said you rang the lights out bell at 10 o'clock that night. Ah. Plus only moments before you rang that bell. You were seen at the main hall by the most reliable witness I have. Who's that? Me. Mr. Wright. You even spoke a little that evening. That's when you gave me this. Surely you wouldn't have forgotten. No, that's right. I remember. And that brings us to another puzzling fact, Iris. 10 o'clock the night of the murder. We were seen in 2 different places at the same time. Ira told me exactly what's going on, Iris. So far, I've managed to prove 2 things. First, night of the incident, you were at the Inner Temple. Then second, at the same time, you were ringing the bell at Hazakura Temple. Only one possible explanation for this apparent impossibility. There are 2 of you, I guess. The night of the incident, you were seen in 2 different places at the same time. Which means there must have been 2 of you. can't think of any other explanation, Iris. But that's crazy. How could that be? There's only one of me. It's impossible. Possible, I wonder. Well, your trembling certainly seems to suggest otherwise. Seriously trying to suggest there's more of one of me? Show me the evidence. Show me something that proves there's more than one of me.
Take that!
Take that. I have a firm grasp of the situation now, Iris. You have a sister, don't you? A twin sister, perhaps. That's right. Dahlia Hawthorne, a woman I know only too well. I had no idea you knew of her. Very impressive, Mr. Wright. How would I not know of her? Phoenix literally dated you. Her. But she's no longer... Yes, I know. Her sentence was carried out recently, wasn't it? Thank you. No need to explain now, is there, Iris? The second you was at the temple the night of the murder, it was your twin sister, Dahlia Hawthorne. But you just said it yourself a second ago. I guess that's a good point. If she was in the temple, she wouldn't know who her sister was dating. But she also knows Phoenix. So, because, you know, the locks showed up whenever she was asked if she knew Phoenix or not. Still need to unlock those. My sister's dead. Have you forgotten that? Have you forgotten this, Iris? This is a channeling dojo, training ground of the Korean channeling technique. That night, someone channeled Dahlia's spirit, and you knew about it. That's the secret you've been trying to hide from me. What were you doing the night of the crime? Like how Francisca's just looking at, just watching this whole thing like, what are they doing? Why is something keep exploding? I was in my room at the main hall that night. As soon as I heard I'd been spotted at the inner temple, I knew. I knew it was my sister, Dahlia, the other half of me, passed away last month. Iris, the sister when you saw the inner temple the night of the murder, was Dahlia Hawthorne. Why'd you tell me this before? Because my sister always does the right thing. Excuse me? Because I must get in the way if she's just trying to do. I already betrayed her once before. I can't do it again. Betrayed her? What do you mean? That's why I have to accept I may be found guilty. It's the only way. What you talking about? You know about it, don't you, Mr. Wright? About the fake kidnapping that took place here on Eagle Mountain 11 years ago? That was the start of it all. Twisted her entire destiny. She started to commit crime after crime, and in the end, she lost her life. I mean, that's on her, not on you, I think. It's all because I betrayed her. How'd you betray her, Iris? No coincidence that Eagle Mountain is where the exchanges take place. After all, I helped plan the whole thing. Yeah, it doesn't highlight names in chat anymore. It's really weird. I hope they fix that, because it kind of makes it hard to notice that you're getting pinged. What? I got scared, so I ran away. What are you talking about? Why would you help me? Stealing $2 million from your own father. That's awful. But I promised. I promised that I'd help. She didn't do it for the money. Huh? It was revenge on our father. Yeah, I don't see that. It's blank for me. We're getting a lot of text boxes. What do you mean by revenge? He was a hideous man. Threw our mother away and then sent her to hell. I mean, not literally, of course. We're talking about Morgan Fay. Our mother was the eldest daughter of the main branch of the Fay family. She was also a huge jerk, but, you know, family gotta stick together. Main family had a lot of influence in business, political circles at the time. Yeah, it's pretty bad. That's the reason our father married our mother in the first place, for power. But his plan backfired, because our mother's sister took it all from her. There's a lot of mother-sister things going on here. Dahlia's father's sister wife. She took over as a master of Curian, of Misty Fae, Maya's mother. Yeah, I'm sure they'll fix it. I'm sure it'll probably be fixed like tomorrow. Before long, the credibility of the Korean tradition hit rock bottom. The new master, Mystic Misty Faye, made a terrible mistake. I'm glad their name isn't May. Misty May. Mystic Misty May. Misty May what? After that happened, our father took me and my mother and my twin sister away. Not our mother. She left them behind. Left our mother behind. He hated that place. Said it was a... Wow. And he had no reason to stay there. That's when you came here to Hazakura Temple. Yes. The woman my father took as his next wife had already had a daughter, Valerie. I had no place in his new family, you see. Oh. Never seen my mother once since then. Having the Master C stole from her and being rejected by her own family. Heard she's been very battered, spiritually and emotionally. I think I'm finally beginning to see how those pieces fit together. I have asked her everything I can in my capacity as a prosecutor. This incident, everything related to it goes back to the history of the fake land. That's what it looks like. Iris, just one thing I want you to tell me. What is it? During the incident in which your sister, Dahlia Hawthorne, poisoned the lawyer, she began a relationship with a certain college student in order to hide the evidence. That college student, have you heard anything about him? Well, I did hear one thing. She said she hated his guts. I see. Thank you for your help. You're welcome. Ow! Hurry up, Phoenix Wright. There's still much to investigate. Leave these locks to me. I'll open them for you, I promise. But I better continue my investigation. There's one giant secret left to unlock. Pearl's psych. You know, you would think Pearls would be like, oh wait, he can totally tell I'm lying. She probably will comment on that, actually. Maybe when I hold the Magatama up to her, she'll probably be like, yep, I kind of saw this coming. Probably not those exact words, because she's a little kid, but... Be back. February 9th, Heavenly Hall. Look at that. They really did make a fire right in the front of the shack. That's probably not good. Oh, Mr. Nick. Ah, you're here too late, Nick. You came here for one of the potatoes, we already polished them all off. I pretty much got all the evidence I need. I just need to find out what Pearls is hiding.
Take that!
Take that, just right away. Poor Pearls. I don't want to do this. I kind of hope she just goes, alright, fine. After dinner on the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Elise's room reading a book together, correct? See you, Sanosuke. Thanks again for stopping by. I don't know if we'll stay up for another half hour, but I do appreciate you stopping by and hope you had a good time at work. Yes, I was so happy when she invited me, but I didn't go in the end. You didn't go? No, there was somewhere else I had to go instead. I was so worried I had to go. I didn't know what to do with myself. I was so nervous. Too worried about something or someone else, Pearls. You went to this place, didn't you? And sit here and contemplate these things over here.
Take that!
On the internet. You went here, didn't you, Pearls? Like she's still not going to open up to me. This is where you went to because you were so worried, right? Next question is, who or what were you so worried about? I'm going to take a guess, and you can tell me if I'm right or wrong, okay? You mean you know? If I'm right, you can tell me the whole truth? Okay. I went to this place for one very simple reason. That is... Maya, I'd hope.
Take that!
Obvious what you were so worried about, Pearls. It was Maya, wasn't it? You knew the training Maya was undertaking was dangerous. After all, it was a special course. I signed up for a special course. Well, my. Quite a brave considering how cold it is. Quite brave of you considering how cold it is. Young people can be so reckless with their health. Don't blame me if you come along with this channel. That's not funny. This bikini scared you with what she said, didn't she? Because it was you who introduced Hazakura Temple to Maya in the first place. You felt responsible, didn't you? Thinking about what could happen to Mystic Maya made me more and more worried. Consider that. Sit still at all. I decided to go find out how she was doing at the inner temple. It's not clear as what happened after that. What time was it when you headed over to the inner temple? Probably around 9:30 when I left. Heard the real training was supposed to start at 10. I wanted to get there before it started. There was so much snow I didn't get there until after 10 o'clock. How'd you know what time it was? Because I heard the bell ring for lights out. Pretty small though, isn't it? You must have had really good hearing. I was really trying to pick up the sound of that bell, that's all. I didn't want to miss it. That would be terrible. Trying to hear the bell. Tell me, Pearls, why are you so worried about hearing the bell? Huh? Oh, I think I know why. The reason you were so worried about that bell is because of this. I don't actually know. Maybe the note? Yeah, as soon as you hear the lights out bell. Okay.
Take that!
You're given some instructions to follow for that night, weren't you? Presume you recognize these. Have you ever seen this? Have you ever seen these? They're note cards. Because I'm a nerd. And I have note cards. Got a problem with that? Well, too bad. Where did you? In the incinerator in the temple? Well, I didn't actually find the gumshoe did. You were following instructions in this letter that night. To the letter, in fact. That's why you couldn't afford to miss the sound of the lights out bell. I'm speechless, Mr. Nick. You're amazing. That was never in doubt. Instructions that were found in the incinerator, I believe they were written for you, Pearls. Wow. For me? No, as you can see, a large portion has been burnt. But the last section is still fairly legible. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. Who was it, Pearls? Whose spirit were you supposed to be channeling? Taking into account the author of the note and their purpose for writing it, whose spirit would Pearls have been trying to channel? Don't overthink it, Phoenix. It's pretty obvious who Pearls is supposed to channel. Mia Fey. No, I don't think it's Mia. That'd be Dahlia, right? Only other dead person here. Dahlia Hawthorne, wasn't it? It's the name in the letter. Just as I suspected. Was it Iris whose sister Bikini met at the Inner Temple that night? It was Dahlia Hawthorne. You know anything about her, Pearls? You know what kind of woman Dahlia Hawthorne was? I never heard anyone by that name before reading those instructions. Thought so. Kinda sad Morgan didn't even mention her own sisters. Pearls doesn't have a clue. She doesn't know that Dahlia and her sister, or is her sister. Who wrote them? Whoever it was asked you to channel the spirit of someone you never heard of. You must have quite a lot of respect for them. After all, you followed their instructions without question. Here's my next question. Who wrote this set of instructions for you to follow? Someone she respected? I guess it would have to be Elise if she respected him. Because I don't think she really interacted with Iris. And I think she was scared of Bikini.
Take that!
Nope. That was wrong. You, Mr. Nick. Oh, thanks. Too bad you still aren't talking to me, though. I don't think I can trust you anymore. Wow. Harsh. Ouch. Pearl sure can be blunt when she wants to be. I mean, Iris... Because she wouldn't suspect the words? I don't know. Iris is the only one that could have given it to her. Because, you know, it's the only person really here that she would actually respect. Or... Morgan? Morgan's definitely someone that she would listen to without even thinking about it.
Take that!
But when did they have time to actually talk? Why did the police let her give Pearls a note? I have to wonder about something. You didn't have any idea who the instructions meant, did you? Boom. But you followed into the letter regardless, literally. Because it was your mother who asked you, that's why. How did you? Figured it out. The person who wrote you this letter was your mother, Morgan Fay. Still one left. Alright, Pearl, it's time for you to start telling me the truth. Mr. Nick, Why is she holding back from me? I don't like this. Don't underestimate me just because I'm a child. I'm trying to say I follow these instructions. But I'd like to see some proof. Because I don't think you have any. Say anything rather than admit to carrying out those instructions. There's more evidence, though. One more thing should do it. Alright, Pearls. You carried out these instructions on the night of the murder. But you're right. There's no evidence that proves it was you. I knew it. However, I knew that whoever did it was a child. How do you know that? Couldn't have been an adult. No adult would have made a simple mistake like that. Simple mistake I already found out, I think. Still, why did the police let her give her a note like that? That is just dumb. Whatever, I guess I shouldn't expect much from this game.
Take that!
Take that. You splattered gravy on this hanging scroll, wasn't it? What? Why would I do something like that? You remember what was written in that letter? I mean, you don't have to remember, I have it right here. Bravely roast the master in the fires of Hades and bring our vengeance to fruition. Guess I also should have guessed Morgan would be the one that said something like that. Because, like, Iris doesn't really talk in a fancy way. She wouldn't say fruition. But, you know, maybe I'm reading too much into it. Didn't know how to read the words gravely and roast, among others, right? How'd you know that? Remember the conversation you had with Miss Elise the night of the murder? I know. It still kind of bothers me that Pearl's pretty much betrayed us, though. Or at least didn't ask us about it. It's like at least Phoenix, you know? Like, I don't know. Did she? I don't recall her having it when we got there, but it's been a while. Perhaps we could read some books together. Really? I'd love to. I'm not very good at reading. Says gravely? That's kind of a tough word. I was wondering what you were referring to as she, but yeah, I guess I just didn't really remember that that happened at the very beginning, huh? Of when we got here. What they meant. Gravely sound like gravy to me. The only roast I could think was the food. That's why you did it. That's why you covered the picture of Master in gravy from that night's pot roast. To be honest, I did think it was a bit strange. Guess I really did get the wrong idea. Just a teeny bit, but you know, you're 9, so it's fine. I really am useless. I didn't even manage to burn the letter properly as my mother asked of me. Such a simple thing, I couldn't even do it right. Unlock successful. My health is restored for breaking this child's spirit. I don't feel good about that. It's restored, but my spirit is broken. After dinner that night, I did go to the inner temple for the pot full of leftover gravy. Gravy? I saw the picture on the hanging scroll near the sacred cavern. I was sure it was the Master Curian, like it said in the letter. See, and then, well, I was already way past 10 when I got there because of all the snow. So I went to the inner temple guest area. Yeah, I thought I could wait there until the training was over. I used to go over to the training hall. But Mystic Maya's main training had already started, and I couldn't interrupt it. I stayed where I was and prayed for her to get through it. But then, Did you fall asleep? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I just couldn't help it. Hey, don't worry about it, bro, because you fell asleep. I fell asleep waiting for Iris, too. It happens. Anyway, you found yourself trapped in the inner temple. Yeah. When I woke up, it was morning. I tried not to cry, but Dusky Bridge wasn't there anymore. There was no one in the training hall. I thought everyone left me because I overslept. I threw the letter in the incinerator, then I heated up the leftover gravy and let off some steam by chucking the gravy on the scroll while you cried. It was a pretty big mess. Must have been pretty scary for you, Pearl. I know what it's like. Nick used to leave me behind when I fell asleep at school, too. Don't equate something so trivial with her experience, Larry. Alright, now powers. It was written that night in my mother's letter. He said as soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. I was on my way to the inner temple when I heard the bell ring. You channeled Dahlia Hawthorne's spirit? No. I tried, but I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it? I never failed at channeling someone. This is the first time it's happened. Tried and tried and tried. Yesterday, this morning, the whole time. But I just couldn't do it. Don't let that get you down, Pearl. It'll all work out. If you want, I'll come flying to the sky for you. Whoosh, just like that. But she never managed to channel the spirit. Is that why you think your spiritual powers are gone? Yes, I don't know what to do. Isn't there any other explanation for why you couldn't channel the spirit? I suppose there's one other possibility. Not very likely, though. Tell me what it is anyway. Could happen if someone else was already channeling the same spirit. There's only one of us each spirit, right? Yep, it's like dating a girl, Nick. You can't see a hot chick if she's already taken. Thanks, Larry. I mean, the night of the murder, someone else channeled her spirit before Pearls could. Someone else channeled the spirit of Dahlia Hawthorne. So it wasn't my thought of her still being alive, because she died a month ago. And I don't think they'd make a mistake like that. I couldn't even grant my mother's final wish. Final wish? Is she dead too? Yes, this letter. This is my last wish, she said. Make sure you follow instructions carefully. Definitely need to find out more about it. My mother's gone to a place called the Penitentiary. How can you not say gravely, but you can say penitentiary? Yeah, I know, Pearls. I visit her every month, and last month she told me. It's weird how this looks like the, same place we always go to, even the same garden. The time we've been waiting for has come, Pearls. Something I need you to do for me. I hid a letter for you at our home. Okay, there we go. That makes more sense, but at the same time, they should definitely be monitoring this. At our home before they brought me here. I want you to read it and do exactly what it says. It is for the good of the Fae clan, my angel. You'll be doing a great thing. Now listen carefully, and I'll tell you where the letter's hidden. My mother's always nice to me. I love her very much. Yeah, moms will do anything for their kids, right? She said it was for the good of the Fae clan, so I knew I had to help her. I mean, Mystic Maya's part of the Fae clan, so it had to be good for her, too. That's right, isn't it, Mr. Nick? Yeah, I guess. There's a picture with her letter, too. A picture? Of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Usually a picture is enough to channel someone's spirit, but this time... Pretty weird, huh? Like Larry knows anything about this stuff. There's something else that was strange about my mother's letter. The seal on it was broken, as if someone had already opened it once before. Sure, it's pretty strange. Someone had opened it already? Very welcome. My mother's watching over us, so I'm sure Mystic Maya will be alright. With that innocent smile on her face, what am I supposed to say to her? Ha! Finally figured it out, have you, Trite? You finally realized how terrible of a crime being painfully oblivious is. The entrance to the sacred cavern looks like a freaking puzzle workshop. Is he talking about the Iverson lockbreaking effort? But it's all a waste of time. Because my Fae isn't coming back. You don't know what you're talking about. How could you say something like that? It was your job to protect her, Trite. Just like it was your job to protect me, a Fae. Even though you were kind of just her student and, it had nothing to do with that. But two sisters caught up in the worst circumstances. Realize that. You were the only one who was by their sides. You were the only one who could have saved her. I didn't know what was anything about what's gone. Ha! What did I just say, Trite? Being oblivious is a heinous crime in itself. Tomorrow, we'll settle everything in court tomorrow, once and for all. Mr. Nick, is what that man just said true? It'll be alright, bro. I'm sure Maya's alive. You'll see for yourself tomorrow. Yeah, that's right. I know I can trust you, Mr. Nick. My dear Pearl. Done so well, my child, my Pearl. Better that you don't know. I knew this day would come, where the blood of the main family is no more. Now you are to take the place of the head of the Fae clan. My last great wish. It seems I was just in time. To be continued. next time, where I can forget everything by the time we actually get to this. Yeah, at least there is a reason for it, but it is pretty misguided. But oh well. We'll figure out the real truth, and nothing but the truth, later on. Tons of investigation. That was almost 3 hours of investigation. Hello, Ingy. Thanks again for the auto host, by the way. I completely forgot about it earlier. Sorry. But I was actually about to say, hey, we should probably stop here at the trial. Oh, yeah, February 10th. That's my birthday, if you didn't know. You too, Ingy. Hope you had a good night already, and hope you have a better night as time goes on. But I think that is going to be it for tonight as far as the stream goes, guys. Don't know what the plan is for tomorrow or anything. Thanks, Phoenix. Or Reborn. I'm sorry. I was reading Phoenix's name. But thanks, Reborn. I'm glad to know that the murder case could take place on my birthday. Happy birthday to me. But either way. Hope you guys enjoyed my bad voice acting and my gravely mistaken ideals on what and who is responsible. I played this one. Thank you for the 10 birthday bits. Because it's February 10th. Don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow, as far as streams go. I was tempted to be like, I'm just gonna try speedrunning Hat in Time. Just kind of follow along with the video while you guys watch, because otherwise I don't feel like I'm gonna actually do it, you know? But we'll see what happens. I might just try to get back into Shantae again, too. But regardless, that's gonna be it for tonight, as I already said. So good night, everybody. Hope you have a good night. Thanks again for watching. And try not to go crazy from Twitch constantly exploding, because it's gonna keep exploding. Gonna keep. But I hope you're having a good night. And next time we will figure out at least another part of this murder. Won't that be spooky? I'm gonna stare at you awkwardly for about 5 seconds.